Niners! Time to go to the dance with Lance. It's Trey's time, fam. Yeah, Niners versus Cardinals. And the thing is, it's the Niners versus Cardinals game arriving on the schedule with a must-win tag on it to put to it. Can the drama get... You couldn't write a script any better than this, right? So at the same time, you got rookie QB Trey Lance being placed in the position as the team's savior. Can the young QB bring it? Can he get this done? Can he bring more heat to the climate of the state of Arizona? Boy, it's hot over there, man. You know, you overdo that. So we'll be taking your phone calls and recording your predictions like we like to do on Fridays after a quick preview for this Week 5 contest. Niners versus Cards. You just can't see these things happening. I mean, weeks, months ago, you just can't imagine, you know. Here we are. But you know what? I did know about the Cardinals. I told you. I knew it. You can't build a team like that and not beat people up. That's just ridiculous what they've done over there. But you know what? It was pretty obvious since on Wednesday when Jimmy G missed the first of three of the team's practices that he wasn't playing this week. And it is a good thing. I know what you think, Ronbo, that's your dude. No. I don't want Jimmy out there on a bad leg. He goes out there, messes up, trying to be a hero, and he ain't going to get nothing but hangman nooses out in the audience and everything. Forget that. So just, no, sit down. JG spent the week attempting to work his way back from that calf injury, suffered the first drive during the Hawks game. He informed Coach Shanahan that he wanted to give it a go in practice. Actually, Wednesday or Thursday, Friday, somewhere during the week. Shanahan, of course, said fine and alluded to needing to see JG's possible readiness and ability to push off the back right leg before making any decisions on his availability for this game. No. As JG was able to practice in the team's final session of the week today, Coach Shanahan officially ruled, JG, you are out. You are out. Sit your butt down. And enter T. Lance to make his first NFL start Sunday. T. Lance comes to the table Sunday after appearing in 3 games of this season and has completed 52.6% of his passes for 162 yards and 3 TDs for a passer rating of 121.1 and has added 44 yards on the ground on 11 attempts and his own rushing score. The good thing for this week is this. Mrs. Lance's baby boy has received a full week of starting reps and a game plan that will be more catered to his strengths. By the way, Mike McDaniel did clear up one thing, though. Everybody thinks that you have the Jimmy G playbook over here, the Trey Lance playbook over here. No. And even Trey said it too. No, we run the same place. And Mike McDaniel says what we have is, because we're not going to have the rest of the players trying to learn 2 playbooks. So what we have is you're going to have Trey able to have more options should the play break down. He's going to run more RPOs, of course, than Jimmy, but basically they do the same thing, in which Trey talked about at his press conference today. Coach Shanahan also said earlier today, with this being his first start, just trying to give him stuff he's comfortable with, stuff we've put him through. You don't want to sit there and make up too much new stuff. It's only a couple of days of practicing, and we just want to make sure he's as comfortable as possible, unquote. Thank you, Coach Shanahan, for being... Don't do anything more than that. Just whatever he can do well, that's what we're going to do. That's fine. That's enough. He can learn the rest as the days go by. Meanwhile, G. Kittle's status for Sunday is also a question. This is not good, but it's always that way. GK has been battling through a lower leg injury since the start of the season and has made an appearance on the team's injury report since week 3. Today, though, GK was spotted jogging and conditioning on the sidelines to open the practice. You know, last week he said he was questionable. Was he just questionable last week? I think he was just questionable. That's right. His status has moved from questionable to doubtful. GK has been ruled doubtful as the Niners will be reevaluating his readiness on tomorrow before game day. But about GK, Shanahan said, quote, Kittle's not for sure yet, but I mean, that's been the plan all week. We weren't sure all week. We weren't sure all last week either. I know it started out that way, but it was a little scary on Wednesday and Thursday. We've been down this road before, so you don't make a big deal about it, but we're playing a good team regardless of whether they're out there or not. We're going to need all hands on deck, unquote. Amen. Oh, man. The good news is that Elijah Mitchell and Josh Norman are good to go for Sunday. Oh, at least something good to hear about. Elijah Mitchell is so essential. Oh, can he please stay healthy for the rest of the season? Niners, of course, out. JG is out. K'Wan Williams, the regular names. Doubtful George Kittle. Now, he moved from the questionable to the doubtful list because Javon Kinlaw, of course, will be questionable probably for the rest of his career. It's weird. Anyway, Samson Ebukam. Samson Ebukam, right? You do know, they said early in the season, before he came to us, Samson Ebukam never missed a game while he was in L.A., had no pains, no stress. He was 100% a go in every practice. I'm starting to wonder, is it the water in the shower room? Is it something they're eating in the team eating facility? What is it? What is it? Oh. Cardinals out. Cornerback Byron Murphy. Tackle Justin Murray. They're questionable people. And they only got two, right? They're questionable people. Tackle Kelvin Beachum. Running back Eno Benjamin. What the hell is that? Running back Chase Edmonds. Antonio Hamilton, cornerback. He's out, questionable. Tight end Max Williams. Shoulder situation going on with him. Cornerback Marco Wilson, he says his ribs are hurting. Fam, I got to tell you the truth, though. My feeling for this game wasn't going to change regardless as to who was going to be starting quarterback. It would have been Trey. It could have been Jimmy. It could have been Tom Brady. It could have been, it could have been Aaron. It doesn't matter. I am scared of the Cardinals. Because you think, as I said, they've already stacked on both offense and defense just a brutal bunch. A.J. Green and D-Hop. That's all you need to say. Everything else they got is just gravy. And they got some gravy, too. And then you got Kyler Murray, who's excelled his game to the next level. That air raid offense is working now exactly as it is on the blueprint. They got dudes all over the field up to 200 yards already in receiving. They're gonna have so many, and they got a situation now where, as I say, the air raid stuff is going on. We're gonna have to have every cornerback we got on the roster out on plays, lined up, line of scrimmage. Because Kingsbury said, everybody go out. If I could get my linemen to go out, I'd have them go out. So this is going to be a test like no other. On the 2021 schedule, the Cards struck fear in me more than any other team, and I just explained that, especially with the offensive arsenal they were building. Sure enough, they are the team to beat this year. It's not about the Rams. The Cardinals beat them and took their lunch money and made them like it. But Russell, Seahawks is in a deeper hot water than we are. That's the only thing I can laugh about these days. Rusty Wilson will be out 6 to 8 weeks. Oh! And like many believe, maybe that they don't know much about Trey Lance may work in our favor, fam. Debo said some things in his presser today that were interesting. He said the guys were working on scramble drills. Huh? This could work because there's no way to study up on that style of play, especially with what little they know about Trey. There's no way I said last week I was going to try to. There's no way. I can't do it. We got people that are going to come in today and have the cards. Well, I can't do it. I can't do it. Even when we had Blaine Gabbert and Cap out there trying to get something going, I couldn't say we was going to lose. I still can't bring myself to do it. Joseph Smiley, you can come in and call me delusional all you want to. I don't care. I have us because Elijah Mitchell is back. That's what I want. I need a runner that can run that zone stretch run. And the Niners' run game will be rolling a little better as Kyle diagrams it. And I'm sure Kyle's going to allow Trey to take off on some plays. Maybe Trey and his favorite target, Trent Sherfield, will be engaged as well. I understand it. Trent was asked about that in the presser today. And, I'm with Lombardi. Let Trey go out there and just fire that puppy. What's the worst thing it's going to be? If it's picked off, it's just like a punt. I don't want that in second down, of course. But, what are they going to do? As long as it's not a pick six, So we can still believe in the Niners getting this win. We can. The defense is ready. If anybody can beat up on Kyler Murray, I don't know if we can use the same formula we did last year, but we know we beat his little butt. Boy, he was running around there. Had his leg in a sling, sitting on the sideline, trying to nail. Boy, I don't want to see him seriously hurt, but drop his little butt into the dirt. It's a defense that has to work cut out for him for dealing with the Cards' juggernaut offense. So, with that said, Niners ain't going to be denied. Niners, 34. Cardinals, 31. Yeah, I said it. Ain't no shame about it. Ain't going to be talked out of it either. Whatever you want to do, you just find your business. We ain't losing this game. We need to be 3-3 now. James Anderson, what's up? What's up, James? Richmond, Virginia, checking in. Trey Lance time. Go Niners for life. James Anderson. Okay. Matt Gaskell, Niners 37. See, we all know it's going to be some serious scoring going on in this game. Because you're not going to stop the Cardinals' offensive machine. So what you do, you outrun it. Hey. We got here. Ready. Bot Niner says, be smart. Trey is going to get destroyed. Trey's going to get destroyed, but it's going to be a great growth for him. I predict in 3 years he'll be like Josh Allen. You know what? I have looked at it that way. He will be Josh Allen in a couple of years. They're the same quarterback, basically. Remember Josh Allen came into the league throwing all over the building and all out into the parking lot and into the stands. And then all of a sudden, second year, not so bad. And then they get a premier wide receiver out there, and the dude is now looking like, I own this division. Erica. E. Where you at, Eric?
Right.
Eric, man, it's Friday night. Game time was coming up. Eric, how are we gonna do in this game? How are we gonna do it? What's gonna be the final score? Talk to us.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give two scores. I'm gonna give one if we win and one if we lose.
Hey, by the way, you can do that tonight if you want.
I'm in the middle.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the middle there. So if we win, I think it's gonna be a close game. I got 28-24 if we win. I think it's gonna have to be a really big statement game by the defense in order to win this game, because I'm not gonna expect Trey to go out there and I'm not expecting to put Trey to go out there and put up 30 points and above up there. So I got 28-24. It's close to 30, but it's doable for a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
So like I said, it's gonna have to be a statement game. It's gonna have to be a game where that puts DeMeco Ryans like immediately on the map for a head coach, and it's gonna have to put it's gonna turn this Niners defense extremely underrated in terms of the league guys. You're gonna see on social media how underrated this defense is gonna be if we win this game. If we lose, I got us losing by 31 to 23. Again, it's just going to be because we can't stop Kyler in that offense. And again, Trey's a rookie, so I'm not expecting him to go out there and immediately do, the elite stuff out there. So if we lose, that's the score I'm predicting. But if we win, we got 28-24. I'm hoping that the win is coming. That would be a huge upset, especially in the NFC West standings.
Oh, Vegas.
Who would get the division?
Vegas, you know what's so funny? The division is still up for grabs. The Rams are not. I'm not impressed with what I've seen with the Rams yesterday. They can be beat. The Hawks, they're done. 6 to 8 weeks without Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah.
So it's the Cardinals.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and you said you had 2 scores though. You got what's going to happen if we lose? Oh, that's the losing.
I said 31-23.
31-23. Okay. 31-23 is the losing score. Put an L next to that 38-23. Yeah. You said 38 or 31?
And then if we win, it's
31.
31.
31-23.
If we win, it's 28-24.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, God. This is not what I wanted. I did not want to be in this mindset at this point in the season, Eric. It just sucks.
Yeah.
God.
It really does. But I think at this point, the only thing that could actually help is essentially just Trey Lance proving to the faithful that he's going to be the next guy and that he can keep on improving. I think even if Trey Lance goes out there and he plays well, or he puts up a competitive game, I think that's in the eyes of every Niner
That'll
fan.
be appreciated.
It's going to be a blessing just to see that. Yeah. It's going to be a blessing to see him go out there and play his game, and hopefully gets the upset win. But the Cardinals defensively, they're obviously really good, and they match up against us pretty well.
Yes.
And I don't know. I believe they lost one of their corners. I'm not sure though. Was it the Murphy guy?
You know what? One of those guys is questionable. No. Questionable is Kevin. No, you're right. Byron Murphy's out. You're right. Ribs.
Yeah. So hopefully we can expose that that secondary a little bit with Debo and Brandon Ayuk. So there's ways to win this game. It's not like this game is going to be completely like one-sided. No, it's going to be a good game, and hopefully Trey Lance and Kyle Shanahan put up a game plan that essentially will keep the offense in the game, because last week the offense just didn't stay in the game. So hopefully this week the offense stays in the game for more than a quarter or a drive. So I think if Kyle is to put up a really good game plan along with Mike McDaniels, it's gonna be a really good game. And hopefully DeMeco Ryans finds a way to slow down Kyler Murray, and hopefully someone like Dee Ford and Nick Bosa, they converge the pocket, and hopefully they don't allow big plays to Kyler Murray, because that's going to be his go-to, is running out of the pocket. And
and do that zigzag move he likes to do, stand in your face and then take your face at the same time. God, I hate when he does that.
Yeah, he's one of the better quarterbacks in this league, and he's got one of the best receivers in the league, and then he's got AJ Green, who was really great in his prime. But it's nothing the Niners can't handle. I mean, obviously D-Hop is going to be pretty much but the Niners nearly beat the Packers with Devontae Adams, and on top of that, I believe the Vikings were essentially a missed field goal away from making the Cardinals defeated.
And there's something really weird about the Vikings. I don't use them for a measure, because I don't know what's going on with that team. They look good, but they just can't win it, and they'll take it all the way to the fourth quarter. I don't know. That's a strange team this year, but we'll see.
Yeah, that team is really weird, but it's not like Arizona's unbeatable. So
nobody's unbeatable.
Get that in our head.
They're going to suffer that sometime soon too. Whooping should be this Sunday.
Who knows? Maybe we catch them on an off day, and all of a sudden it's our statement game,
It don't even have to be an off day. We just woke up, beat them. They was doing the best they could, and we still handed them that L. Eric, we're going to go. I hope your winning score is right. I'm going to see you Sunday.
All right, Ronbo. I'll catch you later.
All right, fam. Have a great night. Yes. You ever been to a black church? And sisters sitting back there all of a sudden, just Rev's preaching everything. Yes. And they break out singing. That's me, Sunday, all afternoon. Yes. Yeah. I get the Lord's attention. D-on.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
I'm opening church, man. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to get the choir going, and we're going to pray, and we're going to win this game. D, I know you got – put that Put that Dion spin on this game, bruh. I know you know what's up. D already told me last week. I'm just trying to see if I could change him up. All right, go ahead, D. Earlier this week, D
Hey
already
man,
told me.
look, I told y'all. If Trey goes, we win.
Oh,
The
God.
Cardinals game, every time we play them, it's a hard game. It's a tough game. So, I'll give you my score right off the bat: 31 to 34. 49ers win.
Oh, okay.
And
You were one of the ones who said,
the reason,
all right, that's my score, actually.
yeah. I figure we'll beat them, but it's gonna be a close one. They always give us a hard game. We never can just blow them out. But the one thing that we have that they don't is a solid run game, and we can control the clock with that. And then having Trey in there makes it even more dynamic. Elijah Mitchell is back, so you got the 1-2 punch with Mitchell and Sherman, Mitchell and Sermon, and then you got Trey in there. You'll be able to hold the linebackers. They won't know who has the ball. One thing that I did want to talk about, though, if this really was George Kittle and his account wasn't hacked, I don't like this.
What?
Marcus Golden came out and said that, Trey Lance ain't no Kyler Murray, and it showed that George Kittle liked that post on Instagram, and I'm like, I don't know what to take from that.
What post?
Yeah, Marcus Golden posted on Instagram that Trey Lance was no Kyler Murray.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
but you tied it together with George Kittle. Did George repost that or something?
But no, he actually liked the post. And my thing is, I don't know how to take that.
I don't either.
And I don't know what to take from it, because you could look at it on both sides of the spectrum. That could be just George being George, or it could be a situation of saying, hey, look, man, I'm riding with Jimmy. But the sad part is you ride with a quarterback who won't even barely text you back. You support him consistently on a continual basis, and he barely even mess with you like that. So, I mean, that kind of sucks that, you ride or die for this cat, and he's kind of put you by the wayside, and you ready to get rid of the young rook. So, I mean, I don't know.
He's going to get asked about that. And George's going to get asked about that. He'll probably have an answer.
I would. If I was Trey, I definitely would ask him about that behind the scenes. Like, what was that about, bro?
That's supposed to just leave it alone.
Like,
just
you
got to
get on this field, and if you want this ball, you better get it together. Stop playing with me. Recognize me for what I am.
Before we run out of time, though, we'll get back to that probably a lot next days. But listen, what is your feeling on this game other than that score? Now, you give me some of the intangibles you think that are going to be the formula for us to win this game.
Basically, we'll be able to open up the pass game to, a little more downfield stuff, some outside the number stuff, and I think the run game will be the reason that we're dominant in this game, as far as that is concerned. So I think that's how we win, by just basically making sure that run game does what it needs to do, and it's more dynamic, like I said, with that three-headed monster of Trey, and Elijah. And then at the same time, you'll see a lot more Debo. And this is probably where you'll see Ayuk have a coming out party, because the Cardinals DBs are super suspect. Outside of Budda Baker, those dudes are nowhere near any good.
They lost cool. Byron Murphy.
He's all right.
But I mean, the thing is, he's been out there. And as the weeks go by, a lot of times players start to pick it up, right? So if he's missing tomorrow, good. Put somebody new in there. We like that.
Yeah, man, and then the only other thing I have to say is just make sure you contain Kyler Murray. Don't over-pursue him, and just be careful, because he can beat you with his legs. That little squirrel, as DeForest Buckner affectionately called him, will be running around chasing the nut. Pause. We're going to try to contain him and hold him down, and we'll be able to get things, truthfully rolling, at Arizona Cardinals Stadium, and I will be there, man.
I know.
I will be there firsthand. I can't wait,
put a
man.
link
It's
in
gonna be
for
a
you.
good time.
And be looking for that halftime report. That own halftime report. Defensively, though, you mentioned stopping Kyler Murray. None of us have ever come up with a diagram, and I don't know if D'Amico has either. How do you stop that kind of quarterback? Because Kyler Murray run right over to you and let you know that I'm here.
You slow him down. You don't stop him, because the thing is, he'll get certain things off. He'll do certain things properly. But the issue is that you have to make sure that you contain him so he's not running. If you stop him from running, that will make things easier. If you allow him to actually, get out there and run with the ball and make plays like that, then we're gonna wind up in a real bad situation. So I would say do that, and then
their offensive line is You know what? They just really put together.
Their offensive line ain't great. Kyler Murray done thrown 4 interceptions and took 8 sacks.
Has he been sacked that
so
many
we've
times?
only played 5 games, so that's almost 2 sacks a game. So he can be had, he can be got.
Well, see, this is the thing about quarterbacks who run. Like Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's been crying about the offensive line. Russell Wilson has ran into sacks. The only guy that seems to get away with that is Lamar Jackson. But if you run a lot, sometimes like the 49ers, they could be set up. Hey, Kyler, peekaboo, get your little butt over. And that's what I want to see. But we're gonna see. Good stuff. I'm gonna tell you what. Everybody's worried about George. I didn't even notice that post. I'm gonna talk to you Sunday after we drop that.
All right, brother.
I can't wait. Is Yasmin coming?
And y'all have. Say again.
Is your lady coming?
Oh no, it'll be just me, man.
No.
I'm gonna go and just get that rolling. But I do appreciate the channel. Appreciate everything you do. Hit that like and subscribe button out there, people, especially the haters. We like y'all too, and go ahead and support the channel. Drop some money in that super chat. We welcome money from everyone. That is never an issue. And if you out there, man, and you a Jimmy lover, just jump on the Trey train. Jimmy's time is over. Give it up and let it go.
There you go. All right, fam. I'll talk to you Sunday. All right.
All right.
There he goes. He's Niner. That's just the number 9. ER Gang podcast. Check out, as you can see, D is extremely interested. Paul Third says, is that 4? If had that mallet finger injury, I guess before it had that mallet finger injury. If Russ had surgery, his finger tendon detached from the bone, he will be lucky to be back the last 4 games. Paul, that's what they're talking about. 6 to 8 weeks. But Russell's not like your average human being. He will be back in 3 weeks. Bobo! What's up, Bobo? San Francisco 31, Arizona 28. We're all giving us 31 points. In overtime, Trey 2 TDs, passes, and 2 rushing TDs. Like that, Bobo. Hey, James. I was just thinking about, is it James? James,
Ronbo. How you doing?
James. I was thinking about you a couple of weeks ago. Wait a minute. There's not one person I've not heard in a long time. What happened? Where's James? James, good to hear from you.
I've been on the sideline, man. Always good. Thanks be to God. I've been listening to your show. I've had some things going on that's kind of had me up early a little bit, so I couldn't make it on certain times, but I've still been following. But I want to say this, good and well, okay? You know good and well from the time I've known you and been on your show, and shout out to you in production and all the callers and the Niner Empire and the faithfuls and everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I've been listening from the sideline. You know good and well that I'm an advocate for Jimmy. You know that. Now, let me say this much. You know good and well I have been an advocate for Jimmy, but guess what? That train has left the station. Okay?
I know. He's trying to make me mad with the injuries, too.
It's left the station. To stand there at the podium and talk about this is getting old, okay?
He knows.
Yes, it is getting old. It's gotten old, and it's time. I'm looking at it like this. I don't know if people have paid attention to the statistics, and I know that there hasn't been a quarterback in history since they kept statistics that has played less than one 60-minute football game and has put up 4 touchdowns and no turnovers, okay? If you look at the amount of time Trey Lance has played, Sunday was his biggest amount of time he's played. That was the second half, okay? and he wound up putting up 2 touchdowns. And truth be told, if we had veteran players that could let go of their egos. You see when Debo got open, you see how Debo waved his hands at Trey to let him know he was open downfield? Well, if you go back and watch the highlights, Mohamed Sanu was wide open with a walk-in touchdown. But guess what? He didn't feel like waving his hand to try to help the young rookie QB out was worthwhile. Okay? But that's neither here nor there.
No, it is.
And
I've been crying about that for a long time. Our guys don't come back to the quarterback when he's in trouble. They don't bust loose. They just stand there.
Ronbo,
what do I do now? Go to the quarterback, you idiot.
If he possibly would have waved his hands, that would have been another 7 points, and we would have been right there. We would have had more than an opportunity to win the game. But guess what? I can tell you this much, what I see in Trey Lance that's jumped off the charts at me. First of all, to score 4 touchdowns and haven't played the whole game, so far he's been successful enough in every time he touched the ball to be able to not turn it over. That shows me that he's locked in what he's doing. Now, when it comes to a team like the Cardinals, they're, the last undefeated team in the league. They're in our division. But this is what I think will have to happen in order to beat them. They will not be able to handle a quarterback like Trey Lance because I'm going to tell you why. Every time he comes to the line, defense has got to play 11 on 11. You can't run no zone and all these different exotic defenses with the threat of a mobile quarterback that's big and powerful and can run. And we know that he can do that. Now, at the same time, I think the game plan will probably be continue to roll him out off the play action with the bootleg hook. Because if you're a defensive coordinator, like I think Vance Joseph is at DC, if you're dumb enough to let this kid roll out in a bootleg hook and you don't put 2 defenders over there to try to stop him, he's going to forever get first downs and a lot of yardage. You're going to have to defend that. Now, at the same time, to keep him safe, every play that he's doing the boot hook on, have somebody like Debo, Juszczyk, a running back in front of him, 8-10 yards in front of him, where when the defense comes up, just throw it right over their heads, right to your open receiver or something.
Yeah, draw them in, bait them in.
It can be a gauntlet. It can be a gauntlet. And I know some people, I was even a little skeptical saying this kid may not be ready to start. But most quarterbacks that are picked high in the first-round draft, believe me, they're going to bad teams. We've got a team that's ready to win a Super Bowl if everybody can stay healthy. And now I feel good about Trey Lance. I think the offense can open up. It can be a lot more explosive and progressive with Trey Lance being behind center. And here's one thing I will say. If you look at the play Sunday when Debo got wide open on that, it was a clear out. And Jamal Adams didn't see him go behind him on the clear out.
I love
but
Jamal.
Now, listen,
as a fool.
Did you see Kyle Shanahan on the sideline?
Yeah.
Kyle must have jumped like 11 feet when he seen it happen. And even Jimmy jumped up and threw his hand up. But I think Jimmy was more like, oh, shoot, I think it's over for me, bro. That's what he felt when he jumped on the sideline by Kyle Shanahan. Because he
James,
knew.
I think he's really pushing for a win.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm going to say it just like this. There's a game plan to beat these Cardinals. They're not all that. And every time we play Kyler Murray, he has a problem with the bigs on our defensive line, like Eric Armstead and Javon Kinlaw.
Yeah.
And then with Nick Bosa coming back, Bosa didn't play against him last year. D Ford didn't play against him last year.
And
so it's going to be
before he left.
Yeah. That's right. And so, it's like, right now, listen, we're either going to suffer with the bad now and watch this kid develop, or who knows, we may have another Justin Herbert or Josh Allen. I'm thinking more on the line of Justin Herbert, somebody that's ready to win now. What do we got to lose?
We need to win this game though to get back at 500. James, as you know, I tell you what, I hope you're back for a while. You got everything all fixed. Settle down so you get back in there. Let me see you Sunday.
I will be, Ronbo. My score for Sunday, if I don't talk to you again until Sunday by the grace of God, 36-17, San Fran.
Yeah. High scores
sir.
up there. So let me go beat these guys.
And
James.
I would predict about 260 yards of rushing. Thank you for all that you and production do. Everybody be blessed. Have a great night. Take care, Ronbo. Thank you.
Thank you, James. Have a great night, fam. Great to hear from you again. Oh, God. Hey, Sharon. Oh, God.
Hey, Ronbo.
It's the hope chair. It's the hope drive. We're trying to put those biorhythms out there. Sharon, we need to win this game. We don't need to be 2-3. Oh.
No, we don't.
So how do you see this coming out, Sharon? And your scores from you and Mom?
I don't know if it was. I just wanted to say this because last week when we played, did you notice how our offense came together when Trey came in, or was it just me?
No, everybody says that. You know what? The offense died after the first series. Right? They came out. Jimmy's 6 for 6. Very nice rush right into the end zone. Right, and then suddenly, and as Jimmy says, he tore his Hyder killed his leg. Right, and they started looking like poo poo. So whatever Trey looked like when he came in was going to look good because our guys just died after that first drive. So yeah, they definitely look better.
Yeah, they did. But going into Sunday, I think Trey is going to be fine. I think we have a chance to win because the media kept saying Trey should have been starting the whole time. But, Jimmy's going to start because this is his last year.
Yeah. I don't know.
I know I've been riding on a Jimmy train, but, I think I'm off the Jimmy train now.
It was okay because the thing is, Trey would have started, he would have looked like Zach, and he would have looked like Trevor, and he would have looked like Justin. There's no need to put him through that. It would have been unnecessary. If you got the luxury, we were 2-0. We should be 3-0. We had 37 seconds away from being 3-0. So it wasn't all that bad of an idea like the media keeps saying and other people saying to let him sit and learn a minute. We were fine up until Green Bay. So,
Exactly,
But anyway.
but I think the game is going to be a tough game, but it's going to be a test. And I think we're going to pass the test. So I think we can stop Kyler Murray if we just pressure the defense and their offense and not let him get outside the pocket and hold him in the pocket, we'll be just fine.
Oh. Sure, that's what everybody says. I hope they have a better idea because – number one, you're not going to keep him in there. That's why I'm so worried. I'm watching the games every week and say, you know what? I know those teams said, just like we're saying right now, you got to contain him. Okay, go ahead. And, of course, Murphy goes out there and just runs past people. He is so quick. God, he's quick.
Yes, he is. And it's going to scare me and have me on my feet all day long. But, okay. But... trust in the process, Ronbo. I think we got this.
I know. That's all we can do. And maybe they can't. Maybe D'Amico's figured it out, Sharon. I don't know. Maybe they got a plan for it. We did last year.
I hope there's a game plan that we can stop them. I mean, go out there and play like you want to play and win it. Don't stop the run game and don't slow down just because you're in the lead. Because if you slow down, then that's when they're going to pass us and win it.
They know
do not
better.
Do that.
And we got to keep our offense on the field.
Not slow down. Keep it going.
Yeah, because here's the thing: we got to keep. He's got to be left on the bench. Kyler Murray and his offensive machine needs to stay on idle as much as possible. If we could take up 3/4 of the clock, we got easy chance to win this game. If Murray's out there every 2 or 3 minutes, we got serious trouble.
Yes, we do.
So I don't know how they're going to do that.
But they haven't seen Trey Lance yet and what Trey Lance can do yet, so they got something coming.
Yeah, he's just got to convert them third downs.
Yeah, and he just hopefully he don't be like all nervous just because it's his first debut. But I don't think he's going to be nervous. I think he's got this. Did you hear what you just said? He's got this.
He has no business being nervous just because it's his debut game.
No.
Why? Get out there, Trey. Relax. No. You're the man. You got this.
Yep.
So we're gonna find out if he can relax.
You
I hope
know,
so.
we'll find out Sunday. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's going to be a scary game and a rough game, but
And watch the referees be on the Cardinals side just to make everything even worse, right? We're
of
already
course
having enough trouble.
we're in
Close
their
game.
home field.
Oh.
The ref's going to cheat, of course.
Damn.
Just like that touchdown last week. That wasn't a touchdown at all.
That was in our house, Sharon.
He wasn't in the end zone.
In our house. We don't. Refs do not give us no breaks, but they did. I mean, that was Jimmy G didn't kill that dude.
I don't know why we're so most hated team. I don't understand that. Is it because we're scary and we're dominant, or what?
Well,
we'll
I
see.
hope so. We need some people to come back.
But
This is our story all the time. We need some people to come back.
My money's on Trey to get it done.
You see, here's a game where Dre Greenlaw would be perfect because he's like that run and catch dude, right? Well, Dre, of course, is out. You know, I like Al-Shar, but he's not Dre Greenlaw.
Ayuk better show up.
Ayuk
better show up. So that's all I got to say to Ayuk. You better show up this week.
He's back in his alma mater. Maybe. Give me those scores. We got to go.
I don't think it's going to be a high game. I really don't.
Really?
I'm going to go 2017.
20-17. We're going to stop the Cards for 17 points. Oh, I love it. Yes, I support that. Yes. If we can keep the Cardinals 17 points, we're going to win that game no matter what. Whew.
Yeah, my mom says 24-21.
All right. Oh, Sharon. I hope you and your mom are right. All right. I'll see you Sunday.
All right, Ronbo.
Night, Sharon.
All right. Good night.
Oh, God. I really do expect a surprise because anytime I have this feeling, it always goes in the opposite direction of what I'm really thinking. I said 34-31, but I'm really worried about a bloodbath and not Cardinal blood. There, Dr. Papa Dragon. Baba Dragon, we are looking.
Yes. I'm here. What's going on, Ronbo?
Papa Dragon, we're sitting here doing the Friday night thing, and we're saying things like, oh, man, why couldn't we be playing Indianapolis or somebody? No, we got to play the Cardinals now. Oh, no. Pop, but you know what? We could many of us who are scared the bejesus out of us could be wrong. Pop, shed some light on this. Watch Pop come and tell the truth. Shed some light on this, Pop.
Well, every game is difficult. I mean, realistically, we could be 0-4 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, these games have been tight. To me, the official preseason is over. Obviously, right now, the Cardinals have not faced a very tough defense yet.
That's a good point.
So this is going to be a test for them.
Yes.
Their defense gives up 5 yards per carry on the run game, so
is that right?
favors us. Yes.
So
that favors
possession.
I think Trey Lance favors us because defenses respond differently because they cannot stuff the box with players because they have to worry about him keeping the ball and throwing the ball deep. So he'll be able to stretch the field long and stretch the field, horizontally from sideline to sideline. I definitely expect Sherfield to have a big game this week, along with Debo. I fully expect that I expect that the 49ers will win this game, and they're going to win it 24-21.
Mm-hmm. That means you're going to be doing some great defense.
No, I think the defense will be a bend and don't break, which is really what we're structured for because we're real tight in the middle. So we got to really focus on the boundaries. The boundaries will be tough, but the main thing that we have going for us is that Kyler Murray doesn't sit in the pocket and pick people apart. He kind of runs around. So if he's running
Yeah, but
around, the whole key for
boy.
them is to really make sure that they're bracketing and rolling coverage towards their best receiver, double teaming, and then really just it's going to be Ward. It's going to be Ward and Warner. It's going to determine this game in our D line. If we can keep Armstead at defensive tackle where he should be,
So
to try
so
to
so
take
Kyler
away
can't see him and
exactly.
Javon. Yes.
Now, I mean, now he's been playing lights out ball, but for the most part, it has literally been backyard ball.
Mm-hmm. It's
While that's
air
hard to
raid.
defend, yeah, while that's hard to defend, we got some really good speed on the defensive ends. So, like I said before, Kyler's going to get his. You want him to not throw touchdowns. If he runs a few, that's okay. But it's got to be bend, don't break, and play keep away. And again, I'm predicting that they're going to pull this off, but it's going to be because I believe Trey is the spark. The team livens up when he's on the field. He scores. His rate of scoring is so high when he's on the field. What I saw last week was a player who you would sit there and say, "Oh, well, he's not ready to play this game." And I saw a player who was really, I saw a playmaker. That's what I saw. I saw a playmaker. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is a better quarterback at this point, but Trey Lance is a better playmaker that should give Kyle more opportunity in this offense. Because right now, the offense doesn't even look like Kyle Shanahan's offense no more. It doesn't, because they've taken everything away that Jimmy's good at. And Jimmy has to, basically play perfect, and Kyle has to call it perfect. Well, when stuff breaks down, then Jimmy's doing a backward fumble pass. So what I
Now,
need right
Pablo,
now
can we
yeah,
get over that now? That's one mistake. That's not all the time. I just
no,
say
no,
one big.
I'm
Oh,
not. No, no, I know. I listen. I'm with you 100%. I want what's best for the 49ers. This is not Jimmy hatred. This is what I see what defenses are doing, and I see the difference when Trey is in the field. They're doing a lot of different things. He has a bigger range of plays that Shanahan can call when Jimmy's not on the field. That's what I'm saying. Right now, I see a offense that when Jimmy's there, Kyle's not even calling deep routes because he knows it's not going to happen, so he's not calling them. So I want to see the deep routes. I want to see, roll out to the right, throw 60 yards to the left. They just need to really play with reckless abandon, win or lose. That's how they need to play this week.
you got
So
nothing to lose.
no, they don't. I mean, realistically, I was not championing at all that this was a playoff team. Or I mean, I was championing a playoff team, but I wasn't saying this was a Super Bowl team. I'm like, okay, playoffs. Then let's see what happens if we get there, because anything can happen. People get hurt. Look, Russell just went down, right? That's a big old shock. That's a big old fork in their plans, the
Mm.
Seahawks plans.
Yeah,
What
six
happens
to
if
eight
Kyler
weeks.
goes out?
Yeah.
Exactly. You think Kyler is a high risk to get injured because he's so small? He's
Who is their
tiny.
backup quarterback anywhere?
I don't
By the
even
way,
know.
Pop, I
I
tell
don't
you
know.
what though, we do have an issue. Kyler Murray is actually working that pocket and very well. So he
Well,
that's
he
what's why they're
yes and
winning.
no. They're moving the pocket. They're doing the RPO thing. He's getting his receivers are coming back to the ball. They're
Which is what
sitting
I've been trying
down.
to
They're
get
doing what
our
they need
people
to
to do
do.
for years. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
I
look, you
I
got
worry about the
AJ
coaching
Green.
staff
AJ
and
Green
what they're
knows what to
doing
do.
sometimes.
Well,
I
AJ Green's got experience. Hang on, their receivers are way better than our receivers. They have experience.
I
I'm
know.
talking like 8, 9 years experience.
Years.
They know
There's 20,
exactly.
30
That's
years out there.
you
AJ Green,
exactly. You
D
want
Hop.
your quarterback, right? You want your
Man.
quarterback doing those types of things. You want your young quarterback throwing to like these pros that have been
But
doing it.
but here's the thing, Pop. It's the first week. All those things that we're talking about, we're gonna be lucky to see 2% of it. But I do hope
No,
that
I
Kyler's got something figured out where there is a natural groove for him to fall into. Because if there's a lot of thought processes needed and things like that, it's not
the,
gonna
the
happen.
blueprint's there. No, the
Yeah, I
blueprint
hope.
is there. Here's
Yeah.
the problem. Last
We,
week he ran Jimmy's plays. Remember,
that
Trey
you know
spent the
what?
most time under center than any of the rookie quarterbacks. Trey needs to be under center. He needs a fullback. He needs a
See,
tight
Pop,
end. He needs
you
to
know the
run the
subject
West
for
Coast offense.
you know what the subject for another day is? Mike McDaniel, I read an article that he said the other day. They're running the same plays. The 49ers aren't changing the plays. They just say Trey
Oh, yes, they
will
are.
have. No, they're not. Mike McDaniel, I read it. I'll send you the article. What they're doing is Trey will react in a play differently than Jimmy. That's the thing. And that's what they're living on.
Oh,
But Kyle's not going to rewrite
no,
his
and
playbook.
he's not rewriting anything. This is what
Oh,
I read. This is what my understanding is that there are certain plays and packages for Jimmy. There's certain plays and packages for Trey Lance. When
okay.
you have a
Okay.
number one quarterback, they practice those set of plays. So you're going to
Okay.
see more of the pistol, and you should see more of
Okay,
Trey
I'm gonna
underneath
keep an
center.
eye out for that. I'm gonna see.
Keep an eye
Kyle
out
is
for
hell
that.
bent on him becoming a pocket quarterback first, so you're gonna see similar things. We'll see.
Well, let's
Keep
remember
an eye on
this.
that so we can talk about that Sunday because we're out of time
We
now.
will talk about that Sunday, but remember who his father is. When he took over John Elway, John Elway was like a 56% completion passer.
Yeah,
John
true.
had terrible time seeing the field,
Yeah,
and what he did with John was he rolled him out and he had him read half the field.
and
You can
and
do
and
that with Trey.
oh, here's the thing.
You can
You
do
know what
that.
Jimmy's percentages used to be when he rolled Jimmy out of the pocket? Over 100 every time. So I don't know what Kyle's thinking sometimes, but it may
But we all know,
extend
right?
beyond what everybody thinks. But we're gonna run
No,
out.
it's
Man,
the knee.
we really
It's
gotta
the
go
knee.
though.
It's the knee.
All right.
All
Real
right.
quick,
All right.
10
Shout out
seconds if you can do it,
production.
Pop. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Let me see you Sunday, Pop, because we could go on all day. All right. Hey, Jager 85. Ronbo, good to see you excited. I have a feeling you'll be singing more ooh la la when we see Trey light it up. Keep up the positivity. Thank you, Jager, for the contribution. All right. Now, I'm never going to give up on the team. I just, there's fears when we play the Cardinals. They're a scary team. Mr. Oh, wait, I went through this before. Mr. Calder Mooch. Hey, the Cardinals should have lost to the Vikings, right? I was watching that. The Vikings missed a field goal in the last seconds of the fourth quarter to give the Cards the win. Yeah, the Cards beat up the Rams. If they didn't beat up the Vikings, but nobody's beating up the Vikings. The Vikings are weird. They keep losing, but they should be winning those games. Strange. Thanks for the contribution, guys. And... well, the Big Show says there's an IG post that Kittle-like going around out there, quoting Marcus Golden saying he ain't kind of referring to Lance. Hashtag locker room divided. So I need to find out more about that. Dion just pointed that out. Why would George? I think George must have an explanation. Or like Dion said, his account got hacked. That's really weird. George isn't going to do that unless he's just being George. Maybe George means the opposite side of the coin. George, yeah, he ain't. He's better. George. I mean, but George, rather than cause possible controversy, George, leave that alone. Leave it alone, George. I don't know what's going on in that locker room. But, yo, Jay. It sounds like you're way back down the street, or you're like Debo downfield waving. Jay, get close to your mic or something.
Wait, Ronbo, can you what's it called?
Come back.
Person before me, I'm gonna fix my microphone.
Okay, yeah, we'll be back. Okay, Jay. So we got another J now. We got 3 J's. Remember it. No. Forget about it. It's Niner Mike.
Forget about it, Ronbo. Forget about all of it over there. Oh, what's going on? How the hell are you?
Terrible, Mike. I don't want, we watch football for enjoyment, but I find myself being stressed out this time of year every damned year. Mike, give me something to make me feel gooder. Watch Mike pass me a J.
I want to, you know what, Ronbo? I'm going to give you something that's going to make you feel a whole lot better, all right? You know what it is?
What?
It's the satisfaction of knowing that you don't feel as bad today as all the friggin' seabirds scumbags that were in the chat here on Wednesday night.
Where are those people, Mike? I don't even see them in the chat.
Well, yeah, I don't see them, Ronbo. You see anyone, Ronbo? I don't see any faithful. I'm going to ask all of you down there. You see any of them people flying around?
Not one Hawks a-hole in here.
They're too busy. They're too busy counting their L's. You know, I think it's going to be, 5 or 6 of them with Gino Smitty over there.
And Mike, it gets better, too, because that Raider trash isn't in here either. Why? Because Gruden just said the wrong damn thing back in 2011.
Oh, you know. Hey, Ronbo, I gotta tell you, you know, it's about time some of these friggin' scumbags, you know, get a little taste of what the hell us faithful have been dealing with, Ronbo. Now, for the last few friggin' years, yeah, you try playing a freaking 25-30% stretch of the friggin' season without your starting quarterback, you freaking jerk-off. Went out there with Geno Smith.
I love it. I can't wait.
You friggin' bum. Oh, forget about him. So, you know, it just makes me so happy.
And the defense was already suspect. Oh, Mike, the defense was just porous. It looked like Swiss cheese out there the whole time, man. So, that's good.
All day, Ronbo.
Hey, Joseph Smiley, paging Joseph Smiley, you clown.
Oh,
go ahead,
the Smiley's back around after his pound. Don't worry, Smiley. We're going to give you another pound in here in a couple of weeks, you little jerk-off. Don't you worry about it. Hey, listen, though, Rob, I'm going to say it like this. You know, I don't know about you, but I'm ready. I'm ready for some friggin' Trey area football, all right?
Go get it.
I'm ready for it. Listen, I know it's going to be a little bit of a roller coaster, all right? The kid's a young kid on top of the fact that he doesn't have a whole lot of experience, all right? But that being said,
got skill, though.
That being said, he's still going to have a whole lot better of a shot than what he even did this past week, Ronbo, because this game plan is going to be tailored for him a little bit. I'm pretty sure they're going to go through some quick, I'm damn sure they went over some check downs and some quick things that they're going to be able to adjust. And exactly, Ronbo. And here's the deal, it's going to make them play true defense. It's going to make everyone play true defense, all right? And what I mean by that is, if we had Jimmy G back there, Chandler Jones, he's going to drink a couple Red Bulls. He's going to pin his friggin' ears back, and he's just going to go
and take some illegal stuff, too.
Exactly. See how many sacks on Jimmy he can get. Now, the difference between him and Trey is now Chandler's got to stay true to his lane. They got to honor their gap assignments. They can't be, just freelancing a little bit, because if they leave a little bit of an opening, I got friggin' news for you there, Desert Birds. That ain't Jimmy G in there, all right? That's 6'5", 225, and he's running a whole 4.40 over there. And he's not slowing down for any seabird or desert bird or any one of you friggin' lamb, all the other stupid friggin' animals we got in our damn division. All of you degenerates.
Cardinals.
All of it. They don't realize it. That's why
Cardinals.
we dominated the NFC West for so long, Ronbo, because we're the only one that's not a friggin' animal, all right? We're 49ers. We're gold miners. We get the money, and we stack the honey, baby. And let me tell you, all these little jerk-offs are going to pay note, and they're going to pay homage to Trey Day, because it's going to be official. And I'm going to say this. It's going to be hard for Kyle to give that job back to Jimmy, all right? It's going to be hard. Let this kid shine and do his thing, and it's going to be a lot more difficult than what even Kyle had imagined.
I hope so. Because if Trey could come in there and take it over and do it Trey style, I'm all for it. Mike, we had too much fun. We got see what the Raiders and Hawks and those people do. They take up time.
Don't worry about it. No, right, Ronbo? Forget about it. All right. Hey, don't cry too hard, all right? There's already enough tears and rain up there in Seattle, all right? You little sea bum. Don't be too sad about your current situation, all right? All right, Ronbo, shout out to you. Shout out to the faithful. I love all of you. Have a great weekend. Look forward to talking with you on Sunday. All right, Ronbo?
Hey, Mike, do you normally give us a score? Mike, do you have a score in mind by any chance?
I do got a score, Ronbo. You know what it is? It's going to be, I'm going to say 35-17 Niners all day.
All right. It is 35-17. We all got them high scores. If we're going to win, it's going to take a All right. All right. I like that, Mike. We got
All
the
right.
biorhythms working in the right
All right,
direction. We got
Ronbo.
this. All right.
Absolutely. All right, Ronbo. You have a good night over there. All right.
You too, Mike. Night, Mike. Good night, fam. See, it's always fun to get together and talk about these things before because the anxiety lifts. You feel like, order a pizza. Yeah. Hey, Jay, are you ready?
Yeah. You hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah, go ahead. What are you thinking here,
Okay.
fam?
I'm so excited, to see Trey because, I wanted him since the draft,
Mhm.
And,
Was he your
this
pick in
guy,
the draft?
well,
Was he
at
your
first
number
it
one pick?
was Justin Fields because every, Niner fan was like, let's get Justin Fields. So I was like in that train. And then, I heard of Trey Lance. I was like, who the hell is this guy? I never heard of
Uh,
him. And, I just went to YouTube and searched
and
up
checked
his
him out, right?
highlights and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was watching like his interviews, and this kid sounds hella smart and sounds like confident.
Hmm.
That's why I like him, and I wanted to
That's a
draft this
leadership
kid.
quality. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. Same here. Because everybody's talking about Justin Fields. I liked him, but I had that problem like a lot of people. Dude's an Ohio State quarterback. We don't want an Ohio State quarterback because, Ohio State quarterbacks
yeah.
always turn to poo-poo,
I
right?
mean, Justin Fields is good, but
Oh,
I
he's
just
damn
wanted
good.
Trey Lance because
But I don't watch college
I don't know.
football enough. And yeah.
Yeah,
And see, I saw Trey on a clip like you did. Who is this guy? My God. As he's rolling down the field, people are flying
yeah.
off his thighs because they're trying to tackle him. That's funny. Okay, I'm gonna put him in my mock draft. Put him in my mock. And I did. I picked Trey in my mock draft as well. And he
Me
could throw the
too.
ball away. It disappeared in the sky like a pea. So that's amazing.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you wanted to draft Trey too, or who?
Yeah, I put him in my mock.
Oh, you did.
Mainly because he's a steamroller coming down the field. He's 200 and what? 45 or
225,
50?
I think. Oh,
225? Is
damn.
that all it is? I thought he's bigger than that.
6'4".
6'4", 6'5", something like that. 6'5", I guess. So, he's if we can get him to develop, he could look like Josh Allen within the next year or two.
Yeah. Like in 3 or 2 years, honestly.
Yeah.
He's a playmaker, that's why I like him. He could put some points in the board.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If Kyle can get him to pick up his pocket skills, yeah, we got something there because he's got all that athletic ability. And if he can just read defenses quickly, make decisions, he's got some footwork issues. He's got to do something with that big rainbow windup when he throws the ball too. But I don't know if that's natural. It's going to be hard to correct that. I'm sure Kyle's got all this figured out though. The coaching staff is working with him probably constantly. So we'll see.
Yeah. Who you got winning this game?
Us?
Us?
Jay, we could be playing the most scariest team. We might be. We could be playing the most scariest team in the NFL, and I'm still going to say, we're going to win this game. 34-31 Niners. I mean it. So, yeah. Because they
I
barely love
expect Trey oh, you go.
No, I was just saying because, like somebody said, or everybody keeps saying, they barely beat the Vikings. The Vikings should have won the game. They missed the field goal. So you know what? Maybe they're not as scary as they look.
Yeah. They almost lost to the Jaguars, I think, right?
What?
I don't even know.
Vikings for sure. I didn't hear about the
I don't
Jags
even
game.
know. Well, never mind. I must be smoking something. But yeah.
It's okay. You get you plenty for the game too. You'll feel better. Quest is really tough. Its nerves are going nuts.
I expect Trey to throw 2 touchdowns and run for 1. Yeah, honestly.
If he gets 10 yards, 10 yards out, Jay, do you worry though if he runs them too much? There's a high risk for serious injury. I just don't.
That's why I don't like him to run that much, honestly. Let the running backs do it.
You let Elijah and Trey handle that as much as possible. When the opportunity does present itself, though, just don't hesitate. Take off and slide. Slide, Trey. I know you're a big dude, but slide with your cleats up in the air. So when that MF comes in to hit you, he gets spikes. So I want him to be vicious.
Me too. Honestly, I'm gonna expect him to start off slow and then start to get in a rhythm. Honestly, that's what I'm expecting. Because he's probably gonna get nervous at first, and then he's gonna calm down and start being throwing some.
Yeah, his teammates are gonna have to do that. They're gonna have to be the guys to keep him calm. In the huddle, keep him calm. Hey, Jay, settle down, relax. You got this. You know. So we're
Okay,
gonna
I'm
find
gonna
out.
say my score,
All right.
and then I'm gonna head up. Okay.
All right.
I honestly, oh man, I'm a fan, but I feel like we're gonna lose, honestly. But not in a
It's
blowout.
okay.
Honestly, our
Not.
defense is gonna come to friggin' play. What the hell?
Yeah.
Well, we're not gonna lose by a large, margin. Whatever the hell.
Yeah.
I'm expecting, we're gonna have 28, and they're gonna have 31. Honestly, I'm expecting
That's
that.
close though. That's not.
That
There's
is
no
close.
disrespect. There's no shame in that kind of loss. If we can keep it that close, that means they're not going to sweep us this year. Because if they beat us by that score, that means we kick that booty next time. Huh.
Yep.
All right.
Our defense
Right.
better, knock off, Kyler Murray's Oompa Loompa ass out of there. You know what I'm saying?
We did it last year. Remember he kept running around
Yeah,
there?
we did.
We busted him up.
Yeah, it wasn't like in the second game, right, that we had with the Cardinals?
Yep, and CJ beat his butt.
Damn.
Yes!
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
Jay.
okay. You have a good
I'll
day,
see-
Ronbo.
You too, fam. See game day. Oh,
Too.
man. And Santana.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
Terrible, man. I'm trying to stay away from artificial substances. I'm working out. I'm doing everything I can to keep my mind, everything off of this because it's making me crazy. I can't wait till Sunday night because it means we'll be done and watching other teams get the butt beat. And if Dallas Cowboys lose and we win on Sunday, I think I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Ronbo, what a way to start, right?
I know,
For a rookie, with Trey Lance. You're going up against a divisional rival.
Oh.
MVP quarterback,
Stage is set.
undefeated team. And we're coming out of a 2-loss game. Like, man, what a way to start, for Trey Lance. But
drama.
We'll see what he's made of, you know what I'm saying, mentally in this game, you know what I'm saying? And if he can come out and at least perform, not underperform, but just perform.
Mm-hmm.
Just do good, you know what I'm saying?
Give yourself a chance to win.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, and give us some flashes here and there. I think it's okay for us, Obviously he's a rookie, and obviously he hasn't played in over a year, and he just played a little bit last week. But I believe we can win the game with Trey Lance. He's definitely a boost from C.J. Beathard and Nick Mullins. And you know what I'm saying? If we did damage with those guys, I'm pretty sure we can do damage with Trey Lance.
That's a good way to look at it too.
Yeah. And so, we can win this game. We just got to keep Kyler Murray, on the sidelines. Control the clock, control the game, control the running game. And have him Trey Lance throw some throws there once in a while, deep passes just to keep the defense on their toes.
But I want to see somebody catch them passes, though. Don't just throwing it out there. Because I don't want to scare the defense by just doing that. Make sure the Sherfield, his main dude, is out there. Brandon Ayuk, this is your day. Because Debo's that man who's going to go midfield for you or something like that. But I don't know if Debo's the guy I want to send deep, right? But Ayuk's got that speed. Sherfield's got the ability to get open deep. Travis Benjamin, let him play, Kyle. Okay, I'm sorry. Santana, go ahead.
I'm sure. I'm sure they're going to use him. I'm sure they're going to use all these weapons, for Trey Lance. And like I said, and we obviously, got to have some third and manageable for Trey Lance. What's it called? Not only that, but I would honestly the first play in the game,
bust it downfield,
throw it down deep, What I'm saying? Hell yeah, and so man.
Especially if that defense is lined up for it, throw it on them. Just to let them know, y'all can stand there if you want to, but the problem is though, can our offensive line hold? Yeah, because if that pass rush, man, that's scary.
Ronbo, now that you brought that up, I am concerned about McGlinchey because against the Seattle game, he was allowing a lot of pressure from the right side. Yeah. So that might be a little difficult. But like I said, I think Trey Lance. I think we're kind of underestimating Trey Lance a little bit, and a lot of like faithful are down right now because we lost against the Packers in Seattle, and we think we're just going to go in there and get whooped.
Damn.
We're not going to go in there and get whooped. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. I mean, like I said, this is professional football. And any given Sunday, anybody can be anybody. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so yeah. So I mean. And you know what, Ronbo, don't forget Elijah Mitchell's back. You know, Trey Sermon is going to be there.
I get excited about that.
It's going to be a lot for the Cardinals defense to take. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, now they have a mobile quarterback. It's going to be a lot to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So.
And the Cards are allowing 5 yards a pop on the run. That I didn't know that.
Oh, you see what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean. Like I said, we can definitely control the game, and all we need to do is just get the run going and stuff like that. But I think Kyle Shanahan needs to be at his best, play calling and designing plays to catch these Cardinals off guard. And for our defense, like I said, we just got to play discipline, not overcommit, and open up lanes for Kyler Murray to run through, because that's how he can beat us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Ronbo, my score for this Sunday.
This might be better. Our defense is as good as the Vikings' defense, and
our
front seven barely lost.
Yeah, and so I mean, Ronbo, it's closer than what we think. You know what I'm saying? And for my score is going to be, for me, it's 30. It's going to be 30-27. Maybe 30-27. That's my score. Niners.
All right.
I believe we walk away with the win.
Yeah.
And like I said, even if Trey Lance comes out and has a bad game, we got to remember, man, he's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? We can't just go in there and bash on him because he did bad. Because you got to think about,
that's what
Josh Allen had growing things too. You know what I'm saying? We can't.
There's nothing to stop people from bashing. Boy, 49er fans, we love to beat up on the quarterback. Boy, if he has a bad game, you and I understand, and a lot of people do. Man, there he is, Kaepernick 2.0. He's a bust. All of that comes out immediately. So, I'm going to ignore it this time, though. Hey, Santana, we're going to get Sunday, man. We'll look for you, okay? We're going to win this game.
All right, man, Ronbo. Yeah, we Ronbo, it's going to be a good game. All right, man, see you.
All right, fam.
Later, man.
All right, fam. Hey, Nigel.
What's up, Ronbo? How's it going, man?
Oh, terrible, man. He's got that before game jitters and butterflies and everything else, Nigel. But if you size this up in your own mind, Nigel, now, this is like we're all applying the same thought processes. You put Trey in there. Now it's 11 on 11 is a concept people like. We're going to throw the ball downfield, deep just to get that defense to sit back off that line of scrimmage. We got it. Our thought process, we got it all figured out, right? We're going to contain Tyler Murray. It's like if your house is on fire, you bring a teaspoon of water to throw it on there. When I look at it containing Tyler Murray, you can't you can't stop him, just hope to contain him, but keep him on the bench. We have to have a lot of ball possession. But Nigel, let me stop. Let me hear what you think about this game. How you going to do?
Actually, those are my exact thoughts. I mean, would you like the defense to contain Murray? Of course, because once he rolls out of that pocket, I mean, the dude is deadly. He can throw down the field. Or he can throw anywhere on the field, really. And he's accurate as heck, too.
Oh.
Yeah. He has an amazing arm for his size, especially. I'm like, dang, it's like you just see a little mini-me player out there, and that ball just he flings that thing way down there. But I think they need to just like every play. It's almost like you have to have a QB spy on him because it's like he does the same thing that we're wanting Trey to do, and he makes it's 11 on 11. It's one of those deals. So, like you said, we just our offense. We need to keep the ball as much as possible. That's how you beat teams like this. Is you keep time of possession
off the field. Yes.
Yeah, and I hate to say it though, because Kyle is especially towards the end of the game, his game planning doesn't lend itself well to time of possession. Throughout the game, he has to get that worked out to where first, second, and third quarter, we're able to get ahead and score, not just keep the ball like last game, but also score. We need at least 3 points on every possession, preferably touchdowns, because we're going to have to go tit for tat for these guys. I was watching the Cardinals play, and man, they do so much with that. with Kyler Murray, it's ridiculous.
That's why I've got this slow headache. I was watching him.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting back there, and they just spread out 5 guys. I'm like, oh man. So now you gotta protect against 5 receivers out there, plus this squirrel back here who can dart off and bust off 15, 20 yards on you like nothing. So the defense has their work cut out for them, but our offense, we need to come through on this game if we think we're going to win it. And unfortunately for Trey, the onus is on him. And I'm excited to see him. I think he's going to do great. And,
Nigel, I don't want him thinking that way, though. If he starts to think about the depending on me, I don't want him tight. Just Trey. Just go out there and beat Trey. That's all you got to do. Just beat Trey.
Yeah.
You got help out here. It's not all on you.
Yeah.
You know?
That's definitely correct. I hope Kyle isn't like trying to feed him so much information that he overloads him either.
No, he said he wasn't.
Give him
he's going to make it
he's familiar with, and yeah.
Just what he does well.
So,
we're not opening up the whole playbook like some people think we should do. No. He's going to do the things that he does well right now and see if that works. Now, the only thing about that, hopefully that's not a real shallow amount of things to do, though, because the Cards could figure that out. What's his name? Vance Joseph, whatever his name is, the DC over there. Yeah, he's a pretty sharp guy. And I know he's got a plan for Trey, and I just wonder what that is. And has Kyle, you know how Kyle is with the X's and O's, has he got counters? Can Trey comprehend them in time? Because at the half, there's going to be halftime adjustments. These are the things that come with experience. And I hope, man, this is the only thing that concerns me. So maybe we'll see what happens.
Trey being so green and being a rookie, he has that element of surprise on him still.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't even know if he knows exactly what he's going to do out there just yet with these plays. So their defense is definitely going to be kind of like wondering what's going on. That's the one thing that we have on our side right now. So I'm just
they're going to try to freak him out. They're going to try to freak him out
definitely.
Because he hasn't played that much even this season, his young season. They're going to try to freak him out a la Belichick fashion. They're going to put the bum rush on him immediately. First snap, you're going to see a wave of red coming in, a wave of red like you wouldn't believe. But that's when you got to break their heart, hurt their feelings at that particular point in the game. All right, 49ers. All right, man. Come on, all right. Respect. Let's go. You got to get that. Otherwise, got a problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So hopefully we win, but I'll give you my score, Ronbo, so you can get on to the next caller. I think we're actually going to win this. I think it's going to be a shootout. And also, Trey Lance is going to have a lot of rushing yards. I'm hoping he gets at least 250 yards passing and about 70 to 80 rushing. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt because of the way he runs the ball. Yeah. He likes to charge in with his head, which I don't like. It makes me cringe every time.
He does not slide.
I think we're going to win. I think we're going to win 37 to 35, Ronbo. I think this is a trap game for the Cards, and I think we're actually going to pull it off with the high score and be surprised. And unfortunately, Jimmy G, I'm not sure if he's going to get his position back.
Yeah,
we'll see.
If Trey dominates, he probably won't. We'll trade him at the deadline. I don't know.
We'll see, but hopefully we win this game, Ronbo.
Yeah, whatever. We got to win this game, number one. All right, Nigel. We'll see you on game day.
All right, man. Have a good rest of your weekend. I'll see you guys on Sunday.
All right, bro.
Y'all take care then. Thanks.
All right.
Yep. Bye.
Right. Yeah. Tony, there'll be a ceremony for Jimmy when he leaves. Okay. Everybody keeps asking about the poster. I'm not changing my decor. No. But good to see you again, Tony.
How are you, brother?
What's up? Hey, Tony, get in here.
How you going, Ronbo? What's happening, brother?
Well, Tony, being a 49er fan is like, you might as well join let's see, what is one of the most dangerous things you can do? The CIA or the FBI or Homeland Security. It's really bad. You're always under anxiety and stress. I don't know why why we put ourselves through this, Tony? It's the love of the game. It's sick.
Well, I'm glad to see. I'm going to stick up for Trey just the same as that I've been sticking up for Jimmy G. And my argument's going to be the same for both quarterbacks. And I was glad to see that at the press conference, finally, the reporters were asking Kyle Shanahan the hard questions, and they asked him about off-schedule plays. And he said, "Oh yeah, we practice off-schedule plays in practice." And I'm thinking to myself, how the hell can you practice for an off-schedule play when you've got you don't know what the opposition team's going to do? Right? Doesn't make sense. So by him saying that, I thought this guy wants to control. He's a control freak. He wants to control him all the way down to off-schedule plays. Like when you listen to Robert Saleh, when they interviewed him, and they said, your quarterback done some off-schedule plays. He goes, yeah, well, we call the play. If it breaks down, he's in a better position behind the players to see what's happening on the field rather than us on the sideline. So it becomes his decision. And I think that's where Kyle falls down with both these quarterbacks. And I'm hoping for Christ that Kyle, just call the play. If it breaks down, just tell the kid, throw it to the next available. His eyes are on the field, not yours are on the sideline. I'd understand if he was up high in a box overlooking the top of the field, but just you're supposed to play to the quarterback's strengths, not your arrogance to not let him. Just let him play. If he lets him play, I think we've got a chance to win the game. But the only thing that makes me worried is, they've got some speed, the Cardinals, and the only thing I'm concerned about is if our DBs are going to be able to keep up with.
Oh, you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And Tony, they like to run the air raid offense. They have no shame in lining up 5 wide receivers. That's about the most you're ever going to see on any team. How are we going to counter? Fred Warner can handle at least one of those guys, but I still need 4 more guys out there with cornerback speed and agility to keep up with what they're doing. And they're not sending wimps downfield; they're sending prime time talents. So I got Dante Johnson on the field for plays that I got to sit there and hold my breath. Dante, you can keep up. They're going to put Dante's the tallest guy. A.J. Green, Dante Johnson's got it. Green for the touchdown. Dante Johnson never seen the left. Center Mike said, damn it, Dante, there you go again. I go through this whole game, right? So, it's just really, it's something to worry about.
That's the only part of the game that worries me. But, I hope that Kyle can just let Trey call the play. He's not stupid. He's playing quarterback, Kyle, not you. All right? He could see if the play breaks down, just tell him, just whatever you see out there, throw it to the next available man. He's the eyes out there, not, I think that's how, what's his name, the fat boy that plays for the ones that beat us in the Super Bowl, the coach, what's his
Bruce Arians.
Yeah, he says the same thing to
Andy Reid. I'm sorry, Andy Reid.
Andy Reid says the same thing to what's his name?
Mahomes.
I'm getting old.
Mahomes is a fat boy too. You could actually. Mahomes is a little heavy. If you would describe that quarterback, little fat quarterback over in Kansas City.
Andy Reid says the same thing to him. Trust your eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like Trey doesn't have the arm to get the ball there, or he hasn't got enough speed. He can't put enough speed on the ball. He can get it there in a flash. But there's no worries about the ball getting there. It's just the coach on the sideline that's going to hinder his performance.
And you bring that up, Tony. The fact of the matter is, Kyle's so cerebral in his approach to the game, he's going to make his players feel a little inferior if they can't keep up with him, right? Now, here's the thing. Like you're just saying, Trey's going to be overthinking. It's like, I think You see it all the time. I see Jimmy looks a little more comfortable this year in doing so. They're just not executing. But you can see Jimmy's not taking them all that intensely serious, and you're not seeing as much damage as we saw the year before last, right? So with Trey, it's the same thing. He's going to have to be thinking. He's worried. He doesn't want to disappoint his coach. He's a rookie. It's got a lot of problems. We'll see what happens, though.
Yeah, but his coach has to think that, look, it's everything happens in a split second. So how much thinking can he do in a split second? The play breaks down. Let him do what he has to do.
Yeah, Tony. Let me
I'm going to give you a score.
Yes.
And I'm going to say 31-21.
Yeah, we're all in that 31 area. I think 4 of us have said that. Tony, I'm going to see you on game day, and we'll see if Trey relaxes and goes out there and does his thing. Because you're right.
Well, the good news is I'm out of jail, and Monday I'll be back in the truck at work, and I'll be listening to you while I'm driving.
He meant locked down. He's not really in jail. Tony,
well,
Tony of the famous trucking bunch. All right, Tony. I'll see you Sunday.
All right, brother.
All right. Have a great night. Have a great day.
You too.
And Danny Terry says, let's go, number 5. It's your time to shine. Final score, 31 again, 31-21 final score. Niners. Watch us score 31 because everybody thinks we're going to score 31 points. Hey, Rick.
What's going on?
Rick, man, I wish I could put that into an answer. I wish I knew what was going on, Rick. Rick, you tell me, man. We got this game coming with the Cardinals. It would have to be the most smokingest hot team in the NFL right now. What are you projecting? What do you see happening? What could be done about certain things? Name some of the issues that you're concerned with going into this game and how you see the 49ers putting some fire extinguisher on one little Kyler Murray. Huh.
Number one, I think we definitely have to contain Kyler Murray. We can't let him get out on the edges because at this point, like you said, they are clicking on all cylinders, and his receivers have bought into his scramble play. So whether they come back for the ball, look, or break off their routes, whatever. So they actively are looking for him. But we have to make him a pocket passer. We also have to run the ball, which I think we will because of the fact that even though they play Kyler Murray, so it's not like they don't see a running quarterback every day. With us running the RPO in the way Trey Lance is able to kind of hide the ball, then it should help our running backs, whether it's Trey Sermon, Elijah Mitchell, or whoever, and even Trey Lance. And then just on certain plays, because the thing about it is, we've seen even in the last game, he was erratic. He started off bad, but once he calmed down, and that's the biggest thing that we're looking for him this game. It's like, look, we understand you're going to be nervous. You're going to have a lot of nervous energy. So you're probably going to sell some balls high and all of that. But start to breathe, calm down, take what the defense is giving you, and then kind of you don't have to – everything doesn't have to be a home run. Everything doesn't have to be a home run, deep ball. Take some little dink and dunk plays, and then when they relax and kind of cheat up thinking that's all you're going to do, that's when you can hit them over the top. But I think as long as we run the ball and kind of eat up the clock more, combination of running backs, Trey Lance, and even short passing game, balance. Then our defense can they'll give our defense a chance to chase Kyler Murray. Oh, and for sure, we have to notify and always be aware where Chandler Jones is. We cannot. If he's on Mike McGlinchey's side, I promise you, send the running back over to that side or have a tight end on that side to help him chip because
Rick, it doesn't help any. You got JJ on the other side. See, this is the thing. Oh, man.
See, but the thing about it, I don't mind Chandler Jones going against Trent Williams. I'm not worried about that.
I'd rather that. But I agree. Less for the two Eagles.
I'd rather that because, I think they can kind of neutralize each other. I just need, if you see Chandler Jones on Mike McGlinchey's side,
that's a given. He's
send
dead
help.
meat.
Even though I would still send help, chip him a little bit on J.J. Watt's side But I think it's going to be a good game. I have it like everybody else. I'm thinking 31-28.
We like that number.
31-28. I think as the game starts to settle down, I think you'll see a little bit more. For all the people who've been saying Jimmy G's our quarterback, support him. How about this? Transfer that same support over to Trey now, because we're 49er fans first. We may not like every player the same. We're still a 49er fan.
Trey's representing
anything else. So therefore, same support that we need for Jimmy, the same support we're going to need for Trey Lance, same support we're going to need for George Kittle or Ross Dwelly or whoever's in the game. That's who we're going to support, because ultimately we want to win. So it doesn't matter how you feel about them outside of them when they're starting. When they're in the game, give them your full support and root for them, because we want the Niners to win.
We need 3-3 going into this last week.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Let's go 3-2. This 3-2.
3-2.
Then have a no. I think we're 2-2 right now. So go win this game 3-2. Then go have our bye week. Then come back out and beat up on the Colts and then the Bears right behind it.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be wonderful. Because, see, that's where you start your run. And because the 49ers have not established themselves offensively this year. They look good 1 minute and then look wishy-washy the next minute. This is a lot of teams are struggling with this in the first few weeks of the season. I don't know that I've ever seen it go this long. Usually it's the first couple of weeks and then teams iron it out and they get to into their groove. But this is a very strange season. I mean, you look at the Hawks. That didn't make sense.
Right.
I mean, you look at the Rams. They should have lost. I mean, it's just weird. Well, we're going to find out, though, as teams get into their groove as the weeks go by. Well, Rick, I'll tell you what, then. I'm going to look for you on Sunday. I hope you got the right score. We got nearly the same score. I got 34-31. You got 31-28, right? So we're all around the same place. So, all right.
Right.
All right, Rick.
Look, I don't care if we win 3-0. As long as we win. That's all.
Amen to that.
Matter.
Yeah.
As long as we win, Niner faithful, Niner Empire, even with Jimmy G, whether you don't like him, as long as he's on the team, support him. How about that? Just support him. When he's starting, support him. Trey Lance starting right now, support him. And y'all have a good evening, okay?
That's right. All right, Phil. Have a good night.
All right.
That's it. Guy's wearing a 49er uniform. He's your guy, you know? It's like that. It's like the kid in the family. Mom, you like Jason better than you like me. Why would you say that? Because every night when dinner time comes, you call everybody to dinner, including him, except me. Hey, Jay, come on in, man. I see you, Jay, too, you know.
What's up, Ronbo?
Jay, we're looking at the pivotal game, could be the pivotal game of the season for the 49ers. We just don't know if the Cardinals, we already know they're just an eating machine. You go in there and they just go, boy, they got weapon after weapon after weapon. So, what you gonna do, Jay, man? You look at this game and you come up with mentally you figure out, well, here's what the 49ers can do. You're the coach, Jay. You make the decisions, what you go do, and give us a score as to what you expect from the Cardinals as well.
Well, I make sure I set up the pass, set up the run. Basically, I will start off throwing the ball early, try to get Trey in a nice rhythm, and then start opening up the run game and start throwing it deep. Get him, to be honest, and then for the defense, I'll probably just try to.
Jay, let me ask you a question on what you just said. Are you saying you're going to start by throwing the ball instead of running it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
It's because we always start with the run, so you throw them off a little bit if you don't, But anyway, on defense, I would try to pretty much try to neutralize Kyler Murray, let him throw in the pocket. Just try to force it with his arm instead of his legs. See, that's when he's most dangerous. When he's able to use both aspects of that, he could be really dangerous. You know, I watched the Arizona and Tennessee game, and he was doing that. It was just so hard to contain him, man, because he would run, just take off running, and they didn't know what to do with him. And they tried to sack him, and he just moved around there like Mighty Mouse to just find open receivers. So that's what we don't want. So basically, I want us to just let him, just keep him right there, let him be in the pocket, let him throw. Hey, if he beat us with his arm, then oh well. But at least you can try to stop the other aspect of him running the ball. Because once he starts running, man, it's hard. So that's what my game plan is, to try to make Kyler Murray beat us with his arm.
So
try to put 8 men in the pocket.
The thing is, they say his accuracy now is probably pretty much up there with the best of the league. So you don't want him throwing the ball on the run. And he could, that shot they won that first game in the end zone when he hit D-Hop? I still don't know how he made that play. That's the miracle play of the year.
Have him in the pocket. I'm saying have him in the pocket. I'm not saying having him run. You know what I'm saying? I would just have some kind of quarterback spy where you just try to maintain him in the pocket and make him beat us in the pocket.
And he can,
That's
too.
what I'm saying. That's one thing I'm trying to say. I don't want him running around here like a madman. We want him to be in the pocket, make him a pocket passer, and let him beat us with his arm. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying having him running around.
No, I hear you. Here's the thing, though. Trying to contain him. See, this is the thing. I don't know if there is actual, because I'm sure every team that's played him started off with that same strategy. All right, guys, we're going to corral him, keep him in the pocket. And then and I can just see him at home sitting there now. Yeah, hey, kind of what do you expected? Oh, they gonna try to contain me. You know what? Here's the thing. Let me speak to the entire NFL. Y'all gonna try to contain me. You gonna try to contain me? And then he goes out there and he goes uncontained for 4 quarters. I'm starting to think it's a joke. I mean, he thinks it's a joke.
But the thing is, you gotta understand too. A lot of NFL teams ain't built like our defense. I know our secondary is. Our front seven is great. You know what I'm saying? Our linebackers, when we have Drake Greenlaw, it's up there. So, you know what I'm saying? So we got a good secondary. The only thing is our sort of weak spot is our corner spot. So
I'll tell you what's nice about that, too. Sort of weak spot. Hey, but you know what?
I mean,
you're right. Mosley's back and looking good.
Mosley and Jason Verrett is in there.
Well, Verrett.
We straight. Yeah, when we got Jason Verrett and Mosley, like people sleeping on Mosley. Mosley did a good job on DK Metcalf. So.
Mosley better not be getting disrespected. That boy's looking good right now. We got Josh Norman coming back too this week.
Yeah,
maybe he's ready to go.
And then we got our.
So you can't think of nothing else.
Straight. We just
none of the names now, right? That's what I'm thinking. Mosley, Norman. After that, maybe Demo.
Kirkpatrick.
Oh! I forgot we got Kirkpatrick. Okay, well, hey.
That's what I'm saying. So
okay, we got 3 dudes.
We're kind of straight back there now. So, but
Demo,
that's
4.
what I'm saying. So, yeah.
Dante Johnson. Lord. Yeah. Ambry Thomas, would you please stand up? Okay, Jay, give me your score, because we got to go.
So I'm gonna go 28-24. It's gonna be a high scoring game. I think we can neutralize Kyler Murray, because this is the thing is I'm gonna put it on our defense, because now Trey Lance is starting. They're gonna be able to hold up in the 4th quarter. I think they're gonna be able to neutralize and make them turn the ball over a couple of times with a couple of interceptions. And I'm going to go 28-24 Niners.
All right, Jay.
Let's go. Trey.
I'm going to tell you what. You got my support. I hope we do get that 28-24, holding them down. They've scored 30 points every Sunday. But you know what? You don't have to be. We got this. All right, Jay. We'll see you Sunday. All right.
All right, Ronbo.
Right. Here's the dude. Shabazz gonna be sitting up in the front row saying things like, people gonna be looking at him. Who's that talking? Shabazz. So I told him, every last one of them. I told them, this game ain't no gimmick. The Cardinals can be whooped just like they put on their pants just like everybody else, one leg at a time. You know. Hey, Shabazz, come on in here, man, because I know that's what you're thinking. Shabazz.
Ronbo.
Shabazz.
Hello?
Yes, I'm listening. Come on in.
Man, Ronbo, listen. This is easy money. Easy money. No guns and knives, right? You good, gang? Enjoy yourself. Yeah, Ronbo, I'm at work, but listen, Ronbo. Listen to what I'm gonna tell you, because I always got mathematics for y'all. You know, I've been waiting my time on the phone at work. My boss right here, but me and my boss, we cool. Listen. Go ahead, boss man. We took care of Arizona last year with TJ Beckett, okay? The year before that, 2019, Ross Dwelly had his best game as a pro. 2 touchdowns in the 2019 against Arizona, okay?
Don't forget.
Here's what everybody keeps forgetting.
Don't forget Jeffrey Wilson in that walk-off touchdown. Right, go ahead.
Right, and a walk-off touchdown. Listen, Ronbo, the defense has been good. The reason why we got out of games is they ain't had a chance to rest because we ain't produced no 8, 9, 10-play drives. We're going to do that, okay? Trey's not going to be nervous. Everybody calm down. This kid resume coming out of college, and I don't know if you remember, I told you, he was who I wanted. I didn't want Justin Fields. I told everybody I wanted Trey. Trey was my dream pick. Now, this is my dream coming true. And like you said, I'm here in AZ. I'll be able to take over tomorrow. I traded tickets with my boss. I'll be in the end zone, as always, okay, screaming, and I have my Niner flag. Come see me. I'll be here tomorrow, boss. So, Ronbo, listen. Check this.
I'm listening. We're
going to beat them, and the under is going to be under 50. We're going to beat them 27-21.
Defense.
Easy money because the defense, listen, E-Man is going to lock up Hockey. Norman is going to lock up old A.J. Green, okay? and we're going to put together 8-play drives, 9-play drives. Easy. That field goal kicker ain't going to have no stretch, none whatsoever, at all. And he ain't going to have no stretch. We're going to take care of this business.
I forgot we got a new field goal kicker. Damn. I forgot
yeah, we're going to take care of business. We're going to take care of Ronbo. We're going to take care of business. No problem.
Shabazz.
I just hope my boss don't be mad at me after my 49ers beat up on him.
Wait. And boss,
go ahead,
he's a Cardinal fan?
No, she's a Cardinals fan.
So she's a Cardinal fan?
She traded her two tickets to the Cardinals game to me, and I gave her my tickets up in the Bay. So she loves me like that. I'm on the talk show.
Great working relationship.
Yeah, we got a great working relationship. Yeah, he says hi, but I just don't want her to be mad at me when I come to work.
And
yeah, Ronbo.
Prepare. Just bring some goodies in, when you come in and say, boss, it was a good game, but like I told you before the game, you go lose this game.
Yeah, they gonna lose it, man. I mean, Ronbo, easy money. And I got the under on this because, like what you said, everybody don't realize Trey sees things differently. The running backs, just like it showed, they're gonna get 5, 6 a carry, a pop. Look for Elijah Mitchell to bust one. Look for Trey to throw 2 touchdowns.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
With Elijah Mitchell running one, and I said 27. And our field goal kicker, the new kicker, is gonna be in line to kick 2 field goals. We're gonna win this game. I don't know why everybody's panicking.
I don't either.
Arizona,
I mean, you know what? Yes.
They almost lost to Jacksonville. They almost lost to Minnesota, and they feeling themselves at 4-0. Oh, and one last thing before I say shout out to you, the production. Shout out to my people from the Memphis chat because I'm an honorary member. Yeah. Okay, I look out for them. Shout out to the faithful. Calm down. Listen, check this out, Ronbo. Listen.
Yeah.
This is going to be a trip because everybody's going to be like, why didn't we see this happening? Why isn't he panicking? He didn't turn the ball over in colors. And because he's going to be able to put together the long drives. He's not going to be on the field.
Okay, but you know what?
Okay.
That means you're going to take it off on the ground, Shabazz. Because like a lot of people saying Trey gonna be bombing that field, bombing it. But you know what? That's how you run the clock, give more clock off onto the other team. So if we could just control the ground, run that clock, get them first downs, that'll do it.
Right. And he's not going to get sacked no whole lot because, listen, everybody got a pause. When he does that handoff, they got to pause. But like what a caller said earlier, what everybody is going to be tripped out from is the play action from underneath center.
Yeah.
That's really going to kill him. And I envision Shanahan rolling more to J.J. Watt side and Williams taking care of Chandler Jones.
Because he's the slowest.
And when that defense comes up, if that defense comes up just a little bit, then he'll air him out. But no, I'm telling you, Ronbo, it's gonna be easy money. It ain't gonna be hard as everybody think. But I got a closer game. I got the under.
Detroit versus everybody.
Tell you what, fam.
Who is that?
That's Don. Well, that boy, he's like a refugee. He ain't got, he's a Lions fan.
You know what, Ronbo? He a 49er fan. He ain't no Lions fan. He a 49er fan.
Ain't y'all like 0-4?
He a 49er fan. Leave him alone.
Go to sleep, Don.
He need
Go
a
to sleep, Don.
man.
It's like 1 a.m. over there in Detroit, Don. It's time for bed.
That boy need a hug. He a 49er.
He does, don't he?
And that's okay. We'll
Poor thing.
We'll step him, Ronbo. But yeah, hey, non faithful Trey, he don't turn that ball over.
Yeah.
His instincts are good instincts. His intelligence is good intelligence. And Shanahan is smart enough to know what
works for him and what wasn't. I hope so.
And listen. Oh, last thing. That's what I forgot my point, Ronbo, and I'm going to let y'all go and y'all let me go. When we beat them, like I posted Trey's numbers next to the other rookies, he's already got 5 touchdowns. If we take down the team that's ranked number 1, after we win, he has to be ahead of all the other rookies.
Immediately.
The rookie of the year.
Immediately.
That's it.
Beating the Cardinals?
He got to be ahead of all other rookies.
God, yes.
That's it.
All right, fam.
That's it.
Shabazz, I'm going to tell you
Ronbo,
what.
I'll check back in.
I can't wait. I'll see you Sunday. All right.
Sunday, and guess what, Ronbo? When I call you, I'm going to be smacking on the bean pie, baby.
Go on it, too. All right, fam. Hey, have a great evening, Shabazz. All right, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
Hilarious, boy. Shabazz. Hey, immediately. Y'all, don't talk bad to Don Bird. Tony, don't work him. Give him a hug. Hey, Emilio.
Oh, yeah, what's happening?
Emilio, man, man, we like, you driving down the street, man, you got your, like, let's see, what can you be driving? You got your Mustang driving down the road with your red, gold painted. All of a sudden, the Maserati.
You got a Mustang, you're going to be on the side of the road.
I know, because that brother, it will not keep rolling. But anyway, you got it rolling for a few minutes. Here comes Kyler Murray driving down the street, looking over in your window, going back and forth in that Maserati, honking his horn. You want some of this? Hey, man. You want some of it? I know you got your toolbox in there. You better race now before that baby break down. Emilio, everybody's scared, which is a good reason for us to believe we go win. I got to go back and watch that Jacksonville game. I didn't know they barely lost to Jacksonville or barely won. Man.
No, well, they didn't barely lose. No, the thing was the Jacksonville was leading the half, and then, the Cardinals started coming back. But, yeah.
But they still had to come back. Now, Jacksonville early in the season was terrible.
It was 3 quarters, and then after 3 quarters, the Cardinals started coming back on the 3rd quarter.
Damn. But that's how Jacksonville plays, so they've been having troubles. But you know what? Emilio, see, everybody's saying the same thing. Contain Kyler Murray. Emilio, is it possible to contain Kyler Murray?
It's possible to contain anybody. You just got to contain them.
Do you see that happening?
Lamar Jackson. You can contain Lamar Jackson. You can contain. The defense can do their job. It's not.
I wish. Just do your job, fellas.
It's been the problem. The offense has been the problem, not the defense. The defense been able to hold up. Of course, we've had, pass interference calls, but for the most part, if you've seen
the PIs every
2
week,
games we lost,
every week.
defense did their job against Green Bay. And then Jimmy and the offense couldn't do nothing. So what is the offense going to keep doing? What did they get? Green Bay. Same thing with the Seahawks.
You think they
The
did
defense
the
did their
job?
job for
They
5
did the
drives
job
in a
against Green
row.
Bay. If D Hop gets as many yards as Devontae did, we got a problem.
Well, it's like I said. I mean, besides that, for the most part, you think about it. If we came back and contained them, it was just mostly the offense. The offense couldn't do nothing for the first half, and then all of a sudden, second half, they want to start moving the ball. Same thing with you think about it. The Seahawks. The defense did their job, especially for 5 series in a row. Kept them. We were up 7-0, and then just got to start doing their thing. Came back. So it's the offense. If the offense doesn't move, we don't have a damn chance in hell.
No, and that goes for every game too, not just this one. So yeah,
with Trey, it might be a little different. He started off slow, then he was able to move the ball, but it's kind of too late and kind of out of nowhere. Like, oh, here, take over. It's just no game plan, no nothing. So it's just they just wanted to win with him. I'm like, so.
You know what? The thing is, he did, because he worked on a game plan all week. He just was surprised. Because, him being a rookie, he's sitting over there shooting the breeze with the dudes. And, hey, Trey, what? Get in here. What? And all of a sudden he was surprised. I'm in. Okay. And then if that's why you saw that first pass, nerves was shot, throwing the ball into the dirt, and then comes back in a few seconds. He just really, I wasn't ready. He wasn't.
Go back and you go back and look at Debo and Ayuk, usually they're used to Jimmy, how Jimmy was playing. Usually they stand there, don't run around. Now with Trey, they weren't really moving because they weren't expecting him to break the pocket or get around.
Scramble drill.
They weren't used to that yet. Yeah, scramble all around. Now they have to, so hopefully the game plan is a lot better. Talking about you got to basically move with Trey to get you the ball. Because that's what Kyler really does. He doesn't really do nothing special.
That's that air raid offense.
Back,
him and Russell
Wilson.
Yeah,
so it's basically the same thing that Kyler does, Trey has to do. Run around, find somebody open, and throw the ball. Because, they're not really using the line unless, they really have to. But, you see Shanahan doesn't really want that, but, he doesn't really want them running around.
Yeah, not at this point in his development, which is what Shannon's putting him out there way before he wants to. But he's got to go ahead. Okay, Kyle, you got to just do things differently. You can go back to teaching time, but this time, let him be on his own sometimes. Don't just insist upon doing what you've been doing in practice, whatever that is. Let him figure it out for himself sometimes. He might fool you.
No, yeah. It is. Like I said, sometimes you go off the game plan, and then it just depends. If the play breaks down or whatever, he has to. Basically tries to do his own thing. I got to get this ball either with my feet or got to find a way to find somebody open and throw the ball.
Yeah. Just make that decision quickly.
Habit that Jimmy couldn't do it for some reason. Jimmy would just either take the sack or
I disagree. I think
Jimmy's fumble interception.
Jimmy insists on running the plan.
No, Ronbo, you know what, Ronbo?
No, I'm just saying. Just like Tony said a few minutes ago, Kyle puts a leash on you and tells you how to run the play. You start doing anything off schedule, he's gonna have a problem. But give me a score because we done ran out of time.
Well, that's his fault, but you're the quarterback. You gotta do your own thing at times. But
yeah,
I don't know. It depends because if we play like crap on offense, I don't think we're going to win this game.
That goes without saying.
If Trey can really, it's on Trey to get this offense moving because Jimmy couldn't do it. So now it's on Trey. Can you move the ball with offense?
All right, give me your score.
And if we do, I just said we win by a field goal if we win. I can't even really give you a score.
What's that field goal kicker? Oh, my God. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the offense can do because I haven't really seen what Trey can do. I can't really say Trey can do this. I've only seen 2 quarters of Trey really playing. I haven't really seen anything. So.
All right, so
we win by a field goal.
All right. So you're going to give it 27-24, 31-20. You got a number? You just want to win by a field goal?
I'd say we win by a field goal.
I
can't give you a score.
So put Emilio by 3.
You don't know what you're going to get out of the Cardinals either.
That's true. All right, Emilio, we're going to go. It's too late at night. I'm going to see you
Right.
Sunday if you got some time.
Ready.
All right.
All right.
Oh, God. Hey, Hank.
Ronbo, how you doing, man?
Hank, man, I like getting ready to play the Cardinals kind of feeling, you know. It's like as I said before I started here, you know what? It wouldn't matter if Jimmy was quarterbacking, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Lamar. I don't care. Oh, Lamar Jackson versus that would be interesting. But anyway, it doesn't matter. This team has got it going on right now. Do you know everybody on their team has maybe over 100 yards of offense? They're spreading that ball around. They're starting to get it, Hank. They're a scary team right now. I'm just saying, we're walking into a buzzsaw. It will be special to handle these guys, but it's got to be done with a plan in mind. What are you thinking?
Ronbo, my main reason for calling in tonight was something I noticed on Grant Cohn's show. One of his normal callers, his name is Jesse, a really nice guy.
I know him.
And he had this, I just wanted to let you know this. This is my main reason for calling in. I definitely want to talk football with you, but I definitely want to put you on notice that Jesse had his account disabled because callers, just like you do, sometimes calling in, sometimes on camera. I think for the most part he brings them in on camera. Anyways, someone showed up on his account, and he decided to take a chance, let the caller come in, and as soon as the person came on camera, Jesse asked the guy to turn your camera on. It was just a black screen, and it was a bunch of explicit and inappropriate content, and Jesse got his account completely blocked. YouTube has a little strange policy. It's like a one-strike policy, especially with explicit content.
Well, yeah.
I've been listening to your show for close to over 5 years, pretty much my entire time in college, a little bit before, and I would hate to see something like that happen to you, especially with all the time you put into your show. So I definitely want to put you on notice. Be careful with that, and
Thanks,
anybody that you haven't vetted completely, someone who you haven't spoke to, just be careful. I don't think.
Yeah, normally they come up on a screen before we air it, and we can see what's going on before we even put them up. But yeah, thanks for calling me on that, though. That's crazy.
Yeah, and the guy's really nice. He's a really nice guy. His name's Jesse, and
talked to Jesse on several different occasions.
Yeah, so he's fighting to get his account back right now. So like I said, you're a good friend of mine, Ronbo. So I would hate to see that happen to
Thanks,
you.
Hank.
But on a lighter note, since I'm calling in, I might as well ask, how are them 12s doing?
Hey, Hank, there's still a couple rolling around in here. We're still better than the 49ers. Well, you're better than the 49ers. Your record says that you're sliding by and into the dirt.
All them years, they love to talk when we don't got no quarterback. Oh, we beat the Niners. We swept y'all. We done this. We done. And they bragging about it, Ronbo. Like our team was broken. We was running off of the C.J. Beathards and Nick Mullins of the world. And these clowns.
Wait. Nick beat him one time.
There you go. We had an undrafted QB beat y'all clowns. But anyways, we never had a starting quarterback. And y'all want to run your mouths and clown for beating a team with no QB. So this is exactly what y'all deserve. I am 110% with Niner Mike and laughing at the faces of these clowns. And I want y'all to relish this moment that your season is over before midseason.
6 to 8 weeks.
I hope you realize that.
And they weren't that good with him. No matter how many points Rusty put on the board, the defense was going to give it right back. Jamal Adams is out there getting paid. He's the highest paid safety in the league. And he's sitting there watching as Debo standing all by himself on the side of the field. What? Debo! You was watching Debo! It wasn't my fault. Oh, no.
These boys are clowns, Ronbo, and they got exactly what they deserve. And stop acting like y'all even had a chance in this division with that defense, okay? Y'all would have been beat with Russell Wilson. Without,
not.
it's over for y'all. So I'm hoping we can
About a round of
squeak
applause
into
for
maybe
Hank.
a wild card. Yeah, I'm hoping we can squeak a wild card, game in and maybe make a run from there. But it's ridiculous to me. I hate these. Excuse my language. I respect your show, Ronbo. But these shit talk. That is my name for
you
them.
know what? Around the league, there is no total domination. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys look really good right now, but the Panthers have already been brought down to earth. The Cardinals, they'll probably soon. They did this last year, Hank. They started gangbusters coming out of the blocks, and then they fizzle. So the record may be that we'll straighten up here in a minute and fly, right? And the 49ers have every bit of chance as everybody else in the league. There's no total domination. I hate to admit the Cowboys are looking very good right now. The Cardinals look very good. Tampa Bay, they're not looking like juggernauts. They're looking, Richard Sherman, we finally got a quarterback. What? I thought you guys were supposed to be all that. So it's the Chiefs, what is their record? 2-2, what are they? So, it's everything is up in the air at this point.
Ronbo, one little message for Sherm, which I hope he listens to your show because we have a bunch of Niners who follow you personally. But you got burnt by Bourne on prime time, all right, over and over again. I was upset when you went to the Bucs. I'm not going to burn. I was upset. But you know what? After I saw that, about 3-4 times, I said, Ronbo, maybe it was good we didn't pick up Sherm, all right, because it's over for him. So,
and his mind is out. Hank, you give me a score if you want to, or not, or give me just a W or an L, whatever you want to do. We got to go though. What are you looking at?
Ronbo, I got to say an L because me and you both been saying since 2019.
Yeah.
As long as Cardinals got Cliff Kingsbury, we good. And now they're straight with him, man. So I'm telling you, I'm scared of them. They deserve it. We're beat up, Ronbo. So if we make a run at this, we're beat up. So I mean, I got to give it to the Cardinals. They beat it. They've been beating the brakes off of everybody. Look at what they did to the Lambs last week.
Oh, I know.
Ronbo, it was great talking to you, man.
All right, fam.
I just wanted to give you a little notice on what happened.
I appreciate that
Jesse,
too.
In case you didn't see it.
Thank you so much.
You be safe, man.
All right.
Good talking to you.
Too, Hank. Have a great night, fam. Yeah. USMC 49er. Salute my dog face. Hopefully, Trey doesn't do too many rookie mistakes. Plus, shout out to all the way from deployment. I would just say, hey, we love you, fam. You hang tight in there. Tell you what we're going to do. USMC, thanks, fam. And now, one of the founding members of TNT. He is Trey from VA. Get in here, Trey. One thing you cannot accuse yourself of being cute and cuddly here tonight. There's been fear displayed throughout the evening.
Finally. And
what does it mean?
For the millions, and I do mean millions, of Niner fans that have been patiently waiting for this moment, I do mean finally, Ronbo, how are you doing?
I've had better days, but Trey, it's going to be all right.
No. Oh, no. Ronbo, shout out to you. Shout out to my TNT family. Shout out to Denise, lady, my brothers in TNT, the chat members of TNT.
Don't forget Don Burr. We got to be nice to Don. He's a poor, underprivileged person.
Yeah. Sorry, Don. Yeah. Moment of time, Don. Anyways, though, but Ronbo, TNT told you. We this day was coming, Ronbo. Not a month into the season, this day was coming. I told you. But no one. We were haters. No one was listening.
Y'all still haters, but yeah, you're right.
Oh, we are? We are? Are we?
Still haters, but you're right. You were right.
Are we? Okay. Put that. Yeah. One more time. People didn't hear you say that, Ronbo. One more time.
Y'all, well, Trez ain't, But Trey, you know you are.
Yeah, no, Trez didn't want no part of it. And that's fine.
Actually, you know what?
That's
Y'all
fine.
ain't haters.
That's
Trey, it's just
fine.
you.
That's
Big
fine.
Show is not a hater. Trez is definitely not a hater.
So let's
Denise
get
is
to
not
the
a hater.
business, Rambo.
Trey,
Let's
it's
not
you.
even play.
Just you. Go ahead.
Let's not even play, Rombo. So here's the problem, Rombo. This offense needed an element of explosiveness, and guess what? We're going to get it. We've been starting so slow, so trash, so pedestrian, so ugh. This defense had 3 straight sacks on 3 straight third downs, 5 3-and-outs for Seattle, and they couldn't get much from our offense. That's disgusting. But we don't have that problem anymore, Ronbo. Now, we're going to be able to run the ball, Ronbo. You know, when you're able to run the ball, it's going to be 3rd and short. Trey Lance can convert on 3rd and short, 4th and short. I don't anticipate very many punts. I'm not even – a couple, handful, sprinkle here and there, hitter. But I don't – I anticipate being able to move the ball up and down on the field because we can run the ball, Ronbo. Man, Elijah Mitchell's back, Ronbo. You like that?
I do like that.
The element is back.
No, I like that a lot.
Yeah, but you know what I really like, though? I really like Trey Sermon standing next to Trey, running that inside zone on that zone read. It's wide open, Romo. It's unstoppable. It's Lamar-esque. And I'm not even talking about the way that he runs. I'm talking about the way that the defense can't account for it. It's ridiculous. Chandler Jones, you were going to have 4 or 5 sacks if Jimmy played. Now you're probably going to have 1 or 2. Maybe, hopefully not.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. You're a great player. We're not going to disrespect you. But the thing that I like, Rombo, is ball control. See, the only way you're going to stop Kyler Murray is to stop Kyler Murray. We're not giving you a lot of opportunities, Kyler. I only want the Cardinals to have the ball 3 times in the first half. If that. That means we got to have long drives, conversions, run the ball, hold the ball. That's the best defense is going to be offense. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
I mean, we have to do this, Rombo, the ball control game. But I think the biggest thing for our defense is it's going to allow our defense to benefit. That way, when we are on the field, we don't get overexpended. Exactly. We got overworked against the Seahawks, Rombo. You saw it. The defense broke. Every time, for some reason, when we can't get it going, we break at about that 3rd quarter mark. And so we will come after the Cardinals with full fury. They have not seen anything like they're going to see. The NFL has not
there's
seen
some truth to
anything
that.
like it's about to see.
They've played against some of the worst defenses in the league so far, except for the Rams defense,
Rombo,
which worries me. But anyway.
I know, but here's the funny thing, Rombo, and then we'll get out of here. There is one guy that has been the NFC West killer. He's your cousin. He's my cousin. He's Kirk. Did you know that Kirk Cousins had the Cardinals beat? That stupid kicker blew it. He torched the Seahawks. Guess what Kirk Cousins is doing? He's playing. And where's Jimmy? The debate is over, but that's another. Kurt's leading the league in passing or something like that, or close to it. I mean, you know what, Rombo?
Should be, from what I was watching.
Throw that out there.
Yeah.
He torches our defenses, and that's the way we're going to do it, but we're going to do it differently. We're going to pound the Cardinals into submission. They're overlooking us. They think they're going 5-0. And it's time for a reality check. Oh, by the way, we don't do scores.
Okay.
We don't do scores.
No, I don't blame you.
It's going to be a lot to a little and a whole lot of ass.
I would never go to Vegas with you because you ain't no fun. I mean, you don't even want to gamble.
Rombo,
you know what I'm saying?
if we go into Vegas, no, because here's the problem that I don't like betting on rookie quarterbacks. You're asking me to waste my money.
No, wait.
We don't know.
But you just said all these great things about him.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm talking about from a betting perspective. Now we're talking about giving points. Now we're talking about spreads. Things that we're not talking about straight up. Nobody bets straight up, bro. You see what I'm saying? We don't want it. Kids, don't you do that. Don't you do that, children.
Yeah.
Don't you listen to this show and do anything like that. But all I'll say is this, Ronbo. For those of you that don't believe that this can be Trey's job, just remember what happened in Justin Herbert's 1-game audition. Remember, Tyrod Taylor was supposed to come back the next week after he got punctured in the lung. He was going to be fine the next week, remember? And so Justin went out.
Fate.
Did what he did. That's all I'm going to say.
Talk
to you later, Ronbo. Shout out to production. Shout out to the chat. TNT, hey, don't ever doubt us. Because we sit back and wait for days like this. We're not going to talk a lot about it. We just won't. Well, we are going to talk a lot.
We're not going to talk a lot about it. Okay. Trey, get off. Get off that phone.
Bye,
I'll see you Sunday.
Ronbo.
And congratulate
Yes,
you.
sir.
All right.
And it will be pats on the back. See you later, man.
All right. Night, Trey. He's been waiting for that moment. He was going to wait all night if he had to. Aloha to the blue waters of Hawaii. Hey, Tony!
Aloha, Ronbo. Happy Aloha Friday to you. How you feeling today?
Tony, I'm feeling good. All I have to do is come in here and talk to all my family here, and I just feel so much better. Because, when you're alone with your thoughts as a 49er fan, it can be very dangerous. I mean, there's times when I'm one of the only people I know that doesn't have a therapist, but there are times when I consider it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, Tony, shed some sunshine on this situation because, there's a lot to be concerned with here. But what are you looking at for this game, and what do you predict, and how do you think? And Tony, address this if you can. With everything else, just think about this for a moment. Contain Tyler Murray. Well, first we want to do is contain Tyler Murray. Everybody says that like that's something that's you just do. We're going to contain Kyler Murray. Okay. Tony, your thoughts?
I actually disagree with that as the strategy to contain Kyler Murray. The reason why is I think the whole objective should be to hit Kyler Murray and force him to throw the ball before he is ready and to really just rush him every single down.
Yes.
I actually think that our defensive backs, even though we're without Jason Verrett and Kwan, in terms of overall speed, for the most part, match up well with the Arizona Cardinals. Rondale Moore is going to be a bit of a problem with the overall speed. But when they go 5 wide, I think that means that we need to rush 6 and drop 5 and play man and force Kyler Murray on the run. Now, it's risky. It is risky, but given the way that the Niners were able to rush the passer against Russ Wilson last week, I think we actually have a pretty good chance of getting there quickly. I do think Arizona's offensive line is more than marginally better than the Seahawks' offensive line.
Yeah.
But that all being said, I think we need to play aggressive, and we can't let Kyler Murray have time to think. I think we have to go after him and do our best every single down to account for him first, because he is the centerpiece of that offense. And whatever we do, someone has to always be on him, and we have to be going after him with ferocity on every single play. So I don't buy into the contain strategy. What I do think we need to do is play aggressively against him. And honestly, it's a big boys game, and he's not one of the big boys. So we need our big boys to hit his average height person. You know what I mean? So there is that. But more broadly speaking, I was looking back at the Cardinals season this year, and also the way that we played them last year too. Like in the final game, I know an earlier caller mentioned the fact that we beat them with C.J. Beathard. It was a very different team. But the thing I noticed is that they had Jeff Wilson Jr. had 182 yards rushing that week. And
he loves playing the cards.
And George Kittle. Yep. Well, we're not going to have Jeff Wilson. My point being is we were able to run the ball on them. Now they have J.J. Watt now, but we have a 3-headed monster in the running game now. And I think Kyle is going to try to run the ball, and that's going to do two things: take up the clock, so Kyler can't get back on the field, and hopefully he's going to move. He's going to move the offensive line, call a lot more outside runs, maybe. And because we have Trey, I think we're going to be running a lot more behind McGlinchey and really doing our best to tire out Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt and get them moving on every single play.
Good.
Because I think our offensive line is better than it was last season. Even though I know Alex Mack has been having issues, I still think he's an upgrade at center over Dan Brunskill. And I think Dan Brunskill is an upgrade at right guard over Compton, who I believe was our starter against Arizona last time. So I think we need to use our offensive line to its maximum and use them to tire out Chandler Jones. And the last thing is, and I talked about this the last time I called in, is we have to come out running the ball, but running the ball in creative ways. And using Trey Lance for the way that we drafted him to be used. So, and that means also deception and by the way, running before the pass too, right? So if Chandler Jones comes crashing down, it's time to roll Trey out and have him throw on the move. And he's going to have to grow up fast, but the rest of the league doesn't really know what is in store for them because this is Trey Lance's first game plan game as a starter. And I think we can take them by surprise in that. And really, I look back at the rest of the Cardinals games. They've been overperforming a bit, and they should have lost definitely to the Vikings.
Yes.
And even the team like Jacksonville gave them a run for their money for a little bit. I honestly think they are overhyped. That's not saying they're a bad team. They are a very, very good team. I think they are overhyped, and the 49ers are a team who is hungry. And honestly, I think the 49ers have a chip on their shoulder after having lost 2 straight at home. And now I think that defense is going to come out and play, especially that defensive line, as hard as it did last week. And if we do that, and if Kyle starts running that innovative offense that I think we can do, I think this is a game that we can actually steal from the Cardinals. And so my score, I am going to say is San Francisco 34, Arizona 25.
Oh, all right.
I think, yeah. Because as the game goes on, if we build up that lead, it's just going to be more pass rushes on Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
I think the defensive line is going to come to play tomorrow or on Sunday. And I think at the end of the day, we're going to win by 2 scores and throw the entire NFL rankings world up into upheaval because that's the kind of sport the NFL is. And I'm excited to see it. So, yeah, 34-25, San Francisco.
I love it, Tony.
Yeah.
I tell you, I'm going to see it Sunday, and hopefully we can celebrate that score. All this around the 30s, it's going to take 30 points to beat these guys. Can we put that up? I think we can. All right.
Yeah. And RG is going to stop them from scoring 30 for the first time. All right, take care,
There you go.
Aloha.
You too, Tony. Aloha. There he goes. Hey, Steven.
What's up, Ronbo?
Steven, as you know, we're sitting here. The thing is, what keeps resonating in my mind, everybody believes we can contain Tyler Murray. But Tony comes in with actually a little more sensible answer. You don't contain Tyler Murray. You do things.
Because we tried to contain.
It's like martial art. You use their own strength. Like in the Mulan movie, you take 5 ounces, can move 1,000 pounds. And here's what you do. You let Kyler Murray do what he does, but you hurry him up. Hurry his little butt up. Don't contain him. Just hurry him up and make him throw that ball, maybe an errant throw or something like that. But, Steven, you've got your own ideas. What are you thinking?
Honestly, Ronbo, it sounds regurgitated, but I do half-ass agree with everybody to contain Kyler Murray. I think just let him run his play, catch him when he comes running out, but most importantly, get D-Hop. Without D-Hop, it's the same situation again with Green
like
Bay.
Verrett last year.
Yeah.
It's true.
Contain D-Hop. There's no way Kyler Murray could throw to anyone else the way he could throw to D-Hop. Now, I'm a little worried for Trey Lance on this one. Kinda not really. I mean, we have Trent Williams back, so that's a huge factor for us. That's a big win. Yeah. Hopefully he's feeling really good. I'm hoping Alex Mack can hold the middle, and I'm hoping McGlinchey, for the love of God, do not let Chandler Jones just walk right through you.
No. He is going to go over there, isn't he? I just realized something. Chandler's not going to. Why would he deal with Williams when he can go on the other side where there's a whole banquet waiting for him?
Exactly. And then on top of that, you have J.J. Watt on the opposing side. So it's like, we have our work cut out for us offensively, but I mean, we have our running backs back. We have Elijah Mitchell, so that's a win. We have Trey Sermon back. That's another win. If Trenton Cannon, or I think that's his name, Trenton Cannon, can stop fumbling the ball on returns, that's going to be a win. I really think that was the main reason why we lost. So but outside of that, I got some news that no one really talked about. Nasimba Webster got dropped from the Bears. So will he come back?
I wonder why. Yeah, I should call him back.
I would highly recommend the 49ers to call him back. Only because
when did you hear this?
He is really good. Oh, this was just like a couple hours ago, Ronbo.
It's really, really recent.
It was a couple hours ago. So if the 49ers pick him back up, that'll be a really good investment on us.
Who are you going to cut?
We can probably cut time. Ooh. I say Cannon. I gotta say it. He's gotta go. I mean, that fumble. You fumbled twice. You drop it once, you recover it, you fumble it again. It's like,
I want to slap him so bad. Oh, okay. Man, that's going to be interesting to see because they can't leave Webster out there free. Get him, 49ers. Okay.
I mean, honestly, I see us winning. I really do. Now, if Trey Lance wins this game, do I see him starting over Jimmy? No, but I do see him picking up plays where Jimmy starts to falter.
Yeah, and maybe
I
if
see
he's
him
going to
coming in like rotation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
because
it's
Kyle,
like
Kyle doesn't really want to start Trey just yet. You're right. So if he wins, it'll be like good. Yeah.
Yeah, if he wins, good. Now, one thing that kind of bugs me is how Kyle Shanahan talks about Trey, almost like he doesn't care about him. Now that bugs me. That bugs me because
But Steven, you mentioned that Kyle does this to all his quarter. I mean, he did it to Jimmy. He does it to me all the time. He's out there. Hey, Aaron, you want to play for the 49ers? Hey, Tom, how you doing? Yeah, no, let's talk then, okay? And Kyle has no love or respect for his quarterbacks. He doesn't care who it is. He's gonna go say things or do something. He's gonna be looking for a quarterback this offseason.
He doesn't have respect for any of his players, and it bums me out because it's like, dude, how are you going to expect to get the best out of your players if you don't give credit where it's due? And it seems like he talks more negative about his QBs and his players than he actually talks good about them, and it bugs me. That's one thing that bugs the shit out of me. But outside of that, Ronbo, this game is going to be ours. I mean, I really think it's going to be ours just because their offense is really based on blitz, and if that's the case, then we have a really good mobile QB who can run.
I gotta go look at a couple more games.
Well, if he can get off from jumping before he runs, that's a good thing because that means he's not wasting time just being like a little flea in the pocket and then jumping to where he needs to go. If he can just start darting right through J.J. Watt, because J.J. Watt's not fast, neither is Chandler Jones. Runs up the middle and stop leading in with the goddamn helmet. He'll be fine.
That bothers everybody.
He'll be fine. Every time.
These are things the coaches should have out of him by now. I don't know what they work on during the week. Trey, stop. See what you're doing? Don't do Trey. You go in.
I hope.
Protect the ball, protect your body, all right, and slide when you go down.
I hope he stops, forcing the ball to where it's like basically like just rolling in the air, or I don't know how he does it. I don't know how much force he has behind that arm when he throws. All I know is that it doesn't spin. It flips, and it gets to where it needs to get. But, I mean, he's got to stop doing that because it freaks me out every time.
And as it says, aerodynamically, it's impossible to get a ball to do that. I've never seen anybody be able to do that. That's amazing.
It's insane. Now, if he adds a spiral to that, I'm telling you, he's taking wide receivers out just by sheer force. Now, we also have Kittle playing.
Kittle is playing?
Have Kittle playing. Yeah,
you heard that?
Kittle has confirmed to play.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew he would.
He's confirmed to play.
I thought he was going to wait till tomorrow to say it.
What was it? Russell Wilson out to 6 to 8 weeks.
8 weeks
with a tendon tear in his middle finger. Now
and he'll be so out of shape in 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah.
And there's so much news that's benefiting the 49ers, Ronbo. I wish I had more time, but I really think it's going to be 31-28.
31-28, Steven's 31-28. Steven, I mean, 34-31, we're all around the same thing. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to look for you Sunday. And, Steven, I hope you're right. Everybody who says these scores of winning, one of us has got to be right.
Hey, I'm gonna wear my little candlestick cap if you can't see it.
There you go.
SF all the way.
I love it.
Oh, candlestick.
All right, fam. I'll see you Sunday.
All right, Ronbo. You have a great night, all right? I'll see you Sunday.
Looking forward. There you go, Steven. Steven made that call. Oh, my man T. Tony.
Ronbo, what's going on?
Tony, you may have heard me speaking blasphemous a little while ago. Remember I said there were only certain dominating teams in the league, and I mentioned Dallas. I want to withdraw that comment. I don't know what I was thinking. The Cardinals are probably legit, but like somebody pointed out here in the chat, Cardinals have paid some of the worst defenses in the NFL, with the exception of the Rams. So, that gives me hope, because Cardinals, Tony, I ain't lying, man. They scare me to death. But we're going to find out how scary they are. Tony, what are you thinking? And are the Dallas Cowboys to be taken seriously? I love to ask Tony this kind of question.
Their offense, I'm still not sold on their defense. I don't care how many takeaways they got so far. It's only 4 games into the season. They're like Stephen A. Smith used to say about them, just wait with the Dallas Cowboys. Just wait. Just wait. They'll screw it up.
Also, what's his name? Shannon Sharp. I think he says the same thing. Yeah, the Cowboys look like they're doing something to skip. You believe they go win the Super Bowl, don't you? Shannon kills me. He just clowns Skip Bayless.
Fool's gold. That's fool's gold, Ronbo. Watch. Fool's gold. And I think Don Burr, I heard you earlier in the chat, you said give Don Burr a hug and I was beating him up. I think Don Burr's pissed off at me because I've been getting
I mean, man, be Don Burr for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's like you stand in the corner begging for food. It's about 3 degrees outside. You ain't got nothing but a light torn up sweater on. And everybody's walking by you real quickly. They ain't saying a word to you. You'll starve to death out there and freeze it at one or the other but first, Because he comes in and for no known reason butts in, it's Lions against the world. I don't know what that means. What is that?
He got mad at me, Ronbo, because myself and Johnny Ellis in the chat, he talking about blocking Johnny Ellis. I said, well, I asked him a question. So he asked my question with a question. I said, hey, I said, you remember when y'all were 0-17? I think that was 2008. And the fact that Dan Orlowski from that team, remember Dan Orlowski?
Yeah.
With ESPN now, ran out of the end zone. I don't like him either. Terrible quarterback. I said,
and he's a worse commentator. But go ahead.
Yeah, and it was even worse a quarterback. But I said, Don, remember later in the year, the fans started coming to the stadium wearing paper bags.
Remember, the Saints went through that period too. Yeah, they be wearing bags. Tony, you got 3 weeks. What's it? Yeah, but I'd say by week 8, the bags come back on. Yeah, it's funny that a person would come all the way down to the stadium just to slap a bag on his head, just to make a point, protest.
Oh, Bravo, that was hilarious. That was good for the NFL. Only the Lions and the Saints fans have ever done that. And Ronbo, that is some funny stuff. They're so embarrassed they don't even want to be seen.
But Tony, we were selling tickets like 49ers. We've had a year or so. Jed York had thousands of fans pooling money
Detroit
together
versus everybody.
Yeah.
Wait. Don Bird made me laugh. Jed York, they had planes flying over Levi's Stadium. Sell the team, Jed York. Just, all kind of nasty things about Jed. And they were selling group packages to any team that wanted to buy seats to watch their team play. The 49ers, I believe, was giving discount packages for groups and companies to come on in and watch football at Levi's Stadium because we couldn't sell no tickets. 49er fans were staying home and said, man, Jed, sell the team, Jed! You ain't serious, So we went through that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Ronbo, do you think your team, offensively, if y'all could put some type of, because Kyle Shanahan likes to run.
Yeah.
If y'all could run the football on the Cardinals, Ronbo, that's going to be half the battle, and it's going to help your passing game.
Yep. And burn that clock.
Yeah, and burn the clock. You want to have Isaiah Simmons chasing all day. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Chasing all over the field till he gets tired. Then you can hit him with play action, with Kittle and the rest of your receivers, short passing game, then boom, hit him with a big one.
It's all about the setup. I like it. What everybody's saying, I just realized you got to abandon that plan about going deep because for as long as it's going to take that route to develop, Trey's going to be under fire. Now, he could scramble around a little bit, but I don't know how good he is now at scrambling around and throwing the ball deep. So, I think you're right. Let's just run as much as possible and maybe set up that shot downfield because Chandler Jones is licking his chops. You stand him back there for any length of time, Jones is going to get him. That's just the bottom line, you know.
Get that O-line, get those dogs on your O-line ready
Yeah.
for a fight. That's the key is your O-line.
Yep.
And you might have to use some two tight ends with Kittle and your backup tight end.
Mhm.
That'll help you out too.
Yeah, Kittle's going to be out there.
Open up the pass game later.
Tony, always a pleasure. I'm going to tell you about Sunday. Best of luck to you in that game. You're not off this week. Who are you playing this week?
We're in London. We flew to London yesterday morning. We
Oh, you got an early one, so you got plenty of time for us later. All right.
9:30 Sunday morning. I'll be watching. 6:30
All right.
your time.
Looking forward to that. Farrell, see you Sunday.
I'll see you Sunday, and hopefully you'll get a victory. And Don Bird, the paper bags are coming out. You heard Ronbo say it about 2 or 3 more weeks.
I told him.
I'll see you Sunday, Sam.
All right. The Lions against everybody. Ellis! Ellis has been talking to Don tonight. Not always nice, but Don, at least you know you got love up in there, John.
Hey, you know, it's only right he decides to pop in at random and start sounding like that. Start sounding like that person that calls in and says, "You are great. You are." He's got kind of like that voice, whatever that little recording is that you be getting.
I know.
Yeah, man. That's
Oh, wait. Paul III says
you could probably do some voiceovers or something, Don. You might got a little bit of talent. You could do that. Do it with a paper bag in your head. Just cut the mouth out with no eyes.
No, so we can't see. Ellis, hold on. Let me acknowledge Paul III. I didn't see him there. Paul III says Wilson will return week 14 at Texas. Paul, thanks for the contribution. Russie, I'm looking at him sitting up in a wheelchair. Got his finger all wrapped up. Poor little Russie. Well, Ellis, go ahead. Break it down for us, Ellis. Well, you know what we're doing here tonight. It's Friday.
Man, you know what? It's crazy, Ronbo, because I talked about this. I said, what the hell would the Seahawks do without Russell Wilson? What would they look like?
For years I've been saying that.
Mind you. And it's manifested, and here it is. So let's see what the next 6 weeks look like. What are you guys going 1 for 5 or over 6? I mean, come on, flip a coin. Which one you want, huh? By the time Russ comes back, your guys' season will be gone. So thanks for go ahead and canceling yourselves out of the equation there. But yeah, Ronbo, it's yeah, man. This is gonna be exciting. This is gonna be exciting, Ronbo. The game is gonna be. I mean, if we don't have George, or we said not to have George, is that pretty much what?
No,
what the
Steven just said George is confirmed. He will play.
Oh, damn it, George. Go sit down somewhere.
This is every week with George. He doesn't want to practice. There's nothing wrong with him.
Yeah, well, he's just a, he's just a warrior, man. He's a Titan. You know what I mean? So he wants to come in battle. He doesn't care. He'll miss all week and then come in and play his ass off.
And
if he does, then that's good. I just don't want him to risk, getting hurt. But he's a man. He's in charge of his destiny and what he wants to do. And if the team's gonna let him play, so be it. But yeah, Ronbo, this is gonna be a really good game, man. I feel like we're gonna catch the Cardinals slipping. They're feeling real good right now. They're on their high horse. The spread offense. It looks good. It looks good, Kingsbury. But if Kyler's getting if he's eating the pavement or if he's eating dirt already, you know what I mean, or turf, whatever y'all got over there, then there's not going to be no ability to even really move in that spread offense. But they're going to do some things. They got James. Is it James Conner?
Running back. It's not. Somebody said they didn't have a running back. They do. They got Conner.
Yeah. They had Kenyon Drake last time. The last time we saw him, I think the last 2 seasons. They had Kenyon Drake, and he could play. You know what I mean? So we'll be okay. The running game is obviously not going to have much promise. It's going to be more so the wide receiver, and if that's all that they're pretty much going to do is, just try to throw the ball around with the short, quick passes. It's not going to always work. And Emmanuel Mosley is playing with a different type of momentum.
Pick him off.
I'm almost You know what, Jimmy, if you're listening, just play corner a couple of plays on DeAndre for old time's sake. just a couple of times. Go ahead, get him out, take him out his element, and shake him up a bit, and let him know, you remember a few years ago, talk to him, talk a little poo, you know what I'm saying, old time's sake. But they got J.J. Watt, man. I was hoping that Chandler Jones would have got traded somewhere else, but of course, he's still there.
I know, right? That close to getting rid of him.
An animal. I know. I was hoping, man. I was thinking like, shit, we'll be good. If they only got JJ, then that'll be, one less headache. And he's really more of a headache than JJ. But JJ is, he still is who he is, and he ain't took a step back too much. But they got that new rookie, Zaven Collins, that linebacker. He's a beast. So him and Isaiah Simmons, they're gonna be some problems, man. Y'all, Zaven Collins is a problem too. So yeah, he's gotten better. So we're going to be playing a really good team, man. But I think we're going to be coming to meet them. We'll be the best game they play. Yeah, we can't forget about Buda Baker. He comes to play, and but he's only one man, and Mighty Mouse can only do so much. But offensively, I think this will be one of our most spectacular games of the season, and not just because Trey. I hadn't even got a chance to get to Trey yet.
1 minute.
I just feel like this is going to be a. Huh?
No, we got a minute to go. Go ahead. Run down on Trey real quick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, just with Trey coming in, we're gonna take these guys by surprise. They're not gonna really know what to expect, and I think this is where we actually get to see the bag of tricks that Kyle has, been hiding from everybody, and trying to keep things under wraps. We haven't really seen too much explosion yet. I know that play where they did that damn end around to Debo on fourth down the last game, that was a dumb play. But if Trey held onto that ball, he could have got about probably 40 yards or something on that play. So hopefully next time he'll keep the ball.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll see a few different things, Ronbo. It's going to be a fun game. I'm not worried. We're going to be playing a good damn team, and it's about time that we actually get a real challenge, because we've been losing to these weak teams or having too much of a struggle with the teams that are less a caliber team. You know what I mean? Realistically, so
definitely not. What do you got to go?
We're gonna meet the intensity.
What do you got to go for a score, Ellis? We go. And
shit. I think it's gonna be in the 30s between the both of us. So let's do 35-30 or something like that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a tight one. It ain't gonna be no blowout, but we are victorious at the end of the day, man. Because it's for life. So
it's got Ellis's blessing on it.
Victories all around.
All right, Ellis. I love it. All right, fam. We're gonna roll before we get to midnight. It's already midnight in the East Coast. All right, fam.
John, I got a plug. John, I got a plug on paper bags, man. Let me know. I'll send you my info, and we'll send those things expeditiously. You can go to the games and give them out. You know what I mean, champ? All right. Anyway, peace and love. Shout out to the Niner faithful, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, and shout out to production, man. Peace.
Thank you, Ellis. I'll give us our best to the squad too. All right, fam.
Thank you, fam. Peace.
All right, and we roll on over to it looks like it's Lee.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Lee, it's like we're going to, I feel like the prayer as I walk through the valley of, death. I'm thinking, here we go. I did not want to play the Cardinals. Even if it's Trey, I want everybody to be there, though. I'm talking Mostert. I need everybody there. Here we are. We're coming in with a group that has muscle, but not the biggest muscles we got. Lee, I'm sure that we're going to win this game, and you know how we're going to go about doing it. Lee, talk about it.
Well, yeah, Ronbo, obviously, if we are going to win this game, we're going to have to run the ball down there for a convert. That's where it's going to start. We got to get our running game going. I felt like we've had ups and downs like this year. Like, we started well against the Lions. We couldn't finish well last week, against Seahawks. We started well, especially defensively. But then the game got away from us in the second half. We couldn't take advantage of all those opportunities we had. If we're going to beat the Cardinals, man, we got to run the ball. We got to go back to our two strengths. It's running the ball on offense and it's that pass rush on defense. You know, you've seen the first half last week against the Seahawks. You know, Russell Wilson couldn't get going. We've got to do that to Kyler Murray. I mean, we've got to put pressure on him, and we've got to slow down their offense, you know, because I think, like for passing yards, for example, Ronbo, they're leading, you know, completion rate. So Kyler's having a good season. You know, we're going to have to get to him and put a lot of pressure, you know, sack him, you know, hit him, do whatever we
All
can.
of his
We need the
receivers,
front
too.
four firing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing now with the Cardinals. They got so much talent all over the field, you know. You got guys like even the rookies like Ronbo, Moore, Christian Kirk, you know, little guys that can burn you. They got AJ Green and Hopkins, you know. It's going to be hard for our secondary, but it starts up front, you know. It starts in the trenches, and that's where we've got to win. Also, the offensive line, you know, that's where it's going to start on the run game. They've got to make it easy for our running backs. I know Elijah Mitchell's supposed to be back, Ronbo, so him and Sermon working together, you know, hopefully they can make some inroads and really get our offense going, you know, because that's what's going to help Trey. You know, it's his first game. It's going to be tough for him. You know, the Cardinals are rolling this year. They're on a roll, you know. They gave a whipping to the Rams, and we've seen the Rams beat Seahawks the other night.
Brutal.
You know.
They had no chance.
Yeah. So it's going to be tough, you know, for him. But I feel like, you know, Kyle's had a whole week to prep for this. He's also had months and months and months to find, you know, plays to really get a chance to utilize his skill set. So that's the exciting thing being a Niner fan, is getting to see Trey Lance and see how he's going to evolve our offense. We've seen little bits, you know, here and there through preseason, and we've seen a little bit even last week, but, you know, it wasn't designed for him. You know, he came to the game and Kyle didn't even know he was going to play him. So that's the exciting thing, and I can't wait to see.
And Lee, don't you find that a little weird? Kyle, you know, Jimmy is famous now for finding a way to come off the field. Now, you got to get Kyle up to speed. And Trey up to speed. And Trey came in kind of looking a little confused and lost. I was kind of shocked by that, actually. Because he won't be this week because he has all week to prepare for it. But that's really weird So I'm just hoping.
I really think that, like, you know, Kyle didn't expect to use him this early in the season like he's going to have to this week. You know, I feel like he was probably hoping Jimmy could carry us for as long as he could. And then when Trey was ready and when Trey was really comfortable in the offense, he could step in and teams wouldn't have film on him, and they could really shock teams with what he'd be able to do, you know, because teams will game plan for Jimmy and they put him in. Now Kyle's had to rush and speed everything up and bring Trey in now. So that's the thing, like, by the end of this year, teams are going to have film on Trey, you know, so that's the thing. Like, I felt like he's had to speed up the process of developing his quarterback. But the good thing about it is he actually gets reps, and there's no better way to learn than being out on the field and, you know, and learning from their mistakes and getting those opportunities. Yeah.
And there's going to be plenty of speed to get used to. Man, I know, and Lee, you know they're going to put the bums rush on him to start the game to feel them out, right? Because the Cardinals know they can score. So we're going to see how he weathers that storm in the beginning of the game and how he progresses from there, how the huddle, they keep him calm down. He's got a lot of vets in there that can keep him cool. So I think we'll be okay. I just don't know how we're going to go about, you know, doing this. In my mind, I can't even imagine it, Lee. What's going on with this game?
That's the thing, Aaron, where, like, I feel like Kyle needs to take it out of his, you know, hands to start with, get like I said, get the run game going, you know, because obviously they will put pressure on him being a rookie, and we've seen him, you know, even the start of last week, you know, he looked real timid and like they're putting pressure on him, and he struggled a bit earlier on, but as he got into the game, he sort of warmed in and he sort of started getting going, and so hopefully, you know, this week we start strong, and we can just keep it going. You know, I wasn't really confident coming to the start of the week, but like looking at everything, you know, a lot of callers brought up some good points, you know, like we could catch them off guard, you know, and they don't know what to expect with Trey because Kyle really hasn't implemented his game plan yet, and then no teams have seen it, so they don't have the film on him, and that's the tricky thing for the Cardinals, defensively preparing for him. So it's going to be great. I can't wait.
And that point you bring up about giving Trey, Kyle's not going to give him too much because of what you're saying, there is a plan for down the road. You don't want him doing things out there that he might want to do later. This is going to be interesting to see what he goes about doing this stuff. But we need to win this game, though. So it's going to be interesting to see how Kyle handles this. We'll see.
Because that's the thing, Aaron, where, like, you know, obviously he'll want to win the game, but at the same time, like, he doesn't want to throw too much at the rookie. You know, he wants to ease him into it. Otherwise, he doesn't want to overcomplicate him, get him out there, and he's thinking about too many things instead of just, you know, making the plays.
He even said that in his press conference. Yeah, he did say that. He said, I'm not going to
that's the thing
nothing
with
new
rookies,
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to throw too much at them. You know, you seen it, Jimmy G. Remember the first season we had him, and you know he wasn't
Rehearse
giving him too
plays.
much, but we were winning games. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the sort of thing you could probably expect from him.
That's what we could probably see. That's what we're going to see in this game. A lot of rehearsed plays. Lee, yeah, what do you got for a score though?
I mean, I'm like Trey. I don't want to give a score because if I'm not confident in my Niners, I'm not going to.
Lee's going TNT light. All right. Nobody
safe,
bets
you know?
on rookies, right? You know, that's how Trey says.
Yeah, and even if my heart says the Niners, my head says, "Oh man, this the Cardinals could win." So that's why I'm gonna say nothing, Robert. If I can't say the Niners are gonna win, I'll say nothing.
There you go. I went in line and set up a huge score, but I'm gonna believe it because if you believe in these things, sometimes you can make them happen. Lee, I'll see you Sunday if you got time for us. All right.
No worries, Aubrey. Thanks. Shout out to you when they're calling, and thanks for the platform once again.
Thanks, Lee. Appreciate you. Have a great day. There is Lee down in Z. Hey, well, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Show.
Or also known as the Grim Reaper, according to Ronbo Sports just recently.
Wait. I got you. Wait.
Fortunately,
So I got your brethren up here. Trez wants to say, Banana Shanahan is going to blow it again this week. Thank you, Trez. Show, I know you got some things to say, but address that too. What are you thinking? Where's Shanahan on this as far as your confidence meter? And what are you expecting him to do? Is he going to do the right thing? Is he going to do something as you say? Kyle, everybody's at that same whiny. I do it all over again. Oh, Kyle, what? So go ahead, Joe. What are your feelings?
and I'm so glad you brought Kyle Shanahan up tonight because he has a tendency to shoot himself in the foot sometimes with his play calling, and he also has a tendency to blow leads too. And we all saw that at the beginning of this season so far. And as far as Trey Lance goes, starting. People, please stop getting high before you call in on this show. Put the blunt down for a minute and come back down to reality. You are putting way too much expectation and too much pressure on this kid who is currently in the developmental phase process of his young career.
True.
And you're putting way too much expectation out there, like he's going to come out of the gate blowing up the league right away. And you all like to point out the other rookies who are struggling and making fun of them and point out their records with and things like that. And Trey's a rookie too. I mean, he's going to show it on Sunday. We're going up against a well-oiled machine, Ronbo. We have currently with close to $50 million worth of players going to be sitting up in the suites on this Sunday's game. It's deja vu all over again, 2020 all over again.
No, George is playing though.
And I don't know.
Heard.
No. As of 9 hours ago, the San Francisco 49ers Twitter page had George Kittle's status doubtful for Sunday. I don't know where Steven's getting his information from, but
because I looked it up too, I didn't see anything. Okay.
Yeah, his status is doubtful. So, and lower your expectations. I mean, he's a young rookie, only 21 years old, going up a very experienced defensive line in Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt. Yes, they don't have film on Trey right now, but Trey is extremely raw right now, and that showed in preseason. And it also showed, if you don't watch college football, you need to go back and watch his games. He's extremely inaccurate throwing the ball. He oversells his receivers a lot, and that showed a lot during preseason this year. He oversold his receivers a lot. He hit Trent Sherfield once on a busted coverage play by a defensive back who's never seen the light of the day in the NFL before in preseason. That was extremely lucky.
Actually, there was busted coverage the other day. Jamal Adams, the highest paid safety in the NFL.
Jamal Adams, exactly.
I love it. It kills me.
Yeah, so I mean, lower your expectations, people. And Kyler Murray, you got to get the 2019 image of Kyler Murray out of your head too, because this is a very improved pocket passer who the Arizona Cardinals loaded up their weaponry for him by acquiring A.J. Green, by drafting Rondell Moore, who's a speedster, which they're going to take advantage of in the slot when we're missing K1 Williams.
How long have we wanted speedsters? Why can't we get a speedster? Kyle, get me a speedster for God's sakes. Everybody else does.
I think Kyle gets drunk during draft time, so I don't know. He tends to miss out on a lot of good players. So, but they're going to take advantage of that middle spot, that weak spot on our defense with K1 Williams missing. I mean, and we brought in a kicker who we don't even know how good he is. You know,
the guy
like
looks
we're
like a
missing one of the most
linebacker.
important.
Did you see him?
We're missing. No, I haven't seen him yet.
Guys,
but he,
huge.
you know the past experiences that we had with bringing in different kickers. It hasn't worked out so well for us. We blew the Seattle game last year.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I'm sorry, the year I can't remember. Year before last with a new kicker.
We should have won that game.
Like,
All
I'm not going to give a score.
Make the kick, and we win. Sweep
I'm not going to give a
the
score.
birds. Oh.
I'm not going to give a score on this game because there's a lot of pieces missing still. Over, like I said, close to $50 million worth of players sitting in the suits this Sunday. 3 very important players.
Especially Mostert. But maybe
and Mostert too.
Maybe Elijah Mitchell's ready. I wish I just had Jeffrey Wilson Jr. I'd feel a little better and safe. He loves playing the Cardinals. I don't know,
And if Kittle's out, which his status is still doubtful, then that's a huge problem for us. That is a big problem.
It actually is over. If George can't play, it's actually over. I'm not going to give up on thinking I can win, but basically, it's you got to have George. Oh.
That's our most valuable player on offense.
It actually is.
And if you don't have him out there, then we're screwed. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say. There's no there's already division in the locker room, and that's George Kittle pointed it out that by liking that Instagram post. I don't know if we're reading too much into it, but if you go out there and like something like that, that says a lot right there. That you're not a fan of this quarterback.
I wish George would come out and explain that. Anyway,
that is his account. That is the Bleacher Report's account too. That's real. It's 100% real. And George, explain yourself, man.
Maybe his wife did that.
Like, I don't know.
He doesn't like. He likes Jimmy. Show, we gotta go. I'm gonna tell you what.
All right, shout out to the TNT fam, and y'all take care. Have a great night, and
good luck.
We gotta brace ourselves on Sunday. Yeah. Good luck to us. God help us.
Yeah.
So, all right, take care. Y'all have a good night.
All right, fam. Night show. I named him the Grim Reaper the other day. The Grim Reaper's gonna stick with you. See the hood and the side. This just in says this is a college football though, so I know, but you know he's been with us for a while. He's getting over his college stuff. Go Trey, go Trey, go Trey. B Ham, part of the trucking bunch. B Ham.
Ronbo.
B Ham, man, this is why if I could just hang out with y'all until Sunday, the game time, I'd feel so much better because as soon as I stop talking, I'm going to start thinking about things and worry myself to death. BM, you know, hardcore football people like we are, it's just, it starts to entwine itself into your body, all through your system. I mean, everything you think about is, oh, man, they got to do. Don't embarrass me, 49ers. Please, Lord. You know, it just, man, what are you thinking?
I'm going to say it like this, Ronbo.
Here comes the truth.
The faithful
is
finna get what we have long been asking for. And this guy we gave up 2 or 3 first-round draft picks.
With 2. We just traded first-round picks with him. So I always call it, we gave up, because we lose 2 first-round picks for the next 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. So we gave up 2 first-round picks. Now, we did all this to move up. We prayed on Jimmy downfall. Jimmy has gotten injured.
That's true. You do have people out there doing that.
You know what? Yeah, I'm for real now. Hey, now this is the thing. I don't want to hear a damn thing about limiting the playbook on somebody who we traded up and gave 2 first-round picks and got him 3rd overall, I don't want to hear a damn thing about limiting a playbook. No. That's almost like the first round, first pick, man. No limited playbook. He should be able to read the defense. He should know what's coming. That's what we gave up for that. So, hey, I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see what we spent our future for. I mean, what is we holding off for? Now I'm gonna say this, Ronbo. I see the game going like this. If we win the toss, the defense is gonna come out and play their ass off. If the defense does that, Trey Lance is gonna have to come out and ball. I'm talking about he's gonna have to go down there and score. If he does that, or at least have a decent drive, his first drive,
At least get a field goal.
we will win the game.
Mm-hmm.
At least a field goal, we will win the game. Because the momentum and the pressure is going to be on the Cardinals to do something.
That's true.
And I believe the more comfortable he get in the game, he will get better.
Yeah. He did that last week.
But limiting in his playbook and all of that, all this, I'm tired of folks saying, hey, they said Kyle didn't trust Jimmy. I want to see if Kyle trusts Trey. Hey, I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that. I think we got running back coming back. Scheme it up, Kyle. Scheme it up. Make it look good. Make something happen. The defense, from what I've seen, if the defense plays like they played in the Detroit game and the Philly game for the first four quarters and about 4 minutes, because like it seemed like the last 8 minutes of the fourth quarter is when we just blow it.
Mm-hmm.
So if they play like that and the offense does what it's supposed to do with this number 3 pick, you know what I'm saying, that we finna start.
Yes.
I believe we're gonna come out of this. a whole lot better. You know what I'm saying?
It's gotta be physical with them Cardinals.
A whole lot better than.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Ah.
I believe we're gonna get the result that we want. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I just hope.
BM, I just want the defense to beat people up out there. I don't want to see flags, but I want to see brutality. You know what I'm saying? On that defensive line at the point of impact, I want to hear crashing all the way through my monitors. You know what I'm saying? Because this is game.
If we get a lead, Ronbo, it's gonna be hard for Kyler to do anything. The only thing I don't want the defense to do is get complacent in the fourth quarter, and if we do get a nice lead, I don't want Kyle to take his foot off the gas.
Like we did against the Lions. Had that game, that score should have been way worse.
Pretty much.
God.
Right. So
Clowning in the
I'm
fourth
predicting a win. I'm predicting a win if our defense come out and play well that first drive, and our offense at least come out and put some kind of points on the board.
There you go.
If we can do that, we will win the game.
There you go. Because I can promise you, the defense is gonna come out like gangbusters to start your game. So that
if they come out playing the Cardinals the same way we came out playing the
against
Seahawks,
Hawks, yeah,
on defense,
yeah,
and then we capitalize on our offensive plays.
Mm-hmm. Get fired up. Defense ready, play. What you gonna do? Offense. Let's go. BM, what do you got for a score in this game, though? Did you give me a score? Or you just gonna give a W? Everybody's going W or L.
I'm just gonna go W. I can't really predict a score because now I'm willing to see what we spent our future.
I know.
I mean, this is his first real start.
Yeah.
And honestly, Ronbo, I don't give a damn what nobody say. Really, their record is 4-0. You feel me?
Yeah.
But they almost got beat by the Vikings. They almost got beat by the Jags.
That's right. I gotta go watch
So
that.
when I look at some of these teams that they really escaped from,
Then we should be able to do. We can do better than that, right? Ben, we gotta go, fam.
It gives me hope.
And it should. We this is the 49ers, all right? Ben, let me see you
predicting a
Sunday.
W. I'm not giving you a score, man.
All right,
I'll see
it's a
you
W
Sunday,
for
man.
BM.
Good Lord bless.
All right, fam.
All right, man.
Always appreciate you, fam.
Be easy, bro.
You too, be ham.
All day.
There he goes. Yeah, part of the 49ers trucking bunch. Mr. Block Ice 22. My running game will have 2. We'll have to help Trey. Debo will still go. Hey, I don't know what's up with Ayuk, but come on. Juice will be a sneak. See, you never think about Juice in the equation, do you? I rarely do. I'm even thinking about Dwelly now, too. Kittle and Elijah update. Elijah's playing, Mr. Block Ice. I thought he was on the doubtful list, and then Steven came in and said he was playing, although I got to worry about that because you can't go from doubtful to player all of a sudden in the middle of the evening. Hey, Jorel, Mr. Black Eyes, thanks for that contribution. Jorel, father of Superman.
What's good, Ronbo?
Hey, Jorel. I mean, we're sitting here talking about this game like we always do, so we can make ourselves crazy. Jorel, everybody said everything about Kyler Murray and Trey Lance. I wonder, is there anybody else on this team that we should look at as that X factor that could give us an edge, or even an X factor that the Birds may have that we're not even worried about? What are you thinking?
First and foremost, I want to say happy birthday to George Kittle.
What?
He turns 28 today.
It's George's birthday?
Yeah.
No,
yeah, it's
man.
his birthday tonight.
Happy birthday, Big George! Okay. All
But
right,
we have to look at the Cardinals' kryptonite. I think that's Ross Dwelly.
Could be.
Ross Dwelly's always killed the Cardinals. In 2019, the home game, he had like 2 touchdowns.
It's our unlikely
And then
players
the away game
that beat them up, huh? Remember Jeffrey Wilson Jr.? That year that we were about to lose?
Oh, yeah.
And Jr. comes out of no place, pulls that pass down, drops off into the end zone, and does a spaz attack when he gets to the end zone. I loved it.
in order for us to win the game, though, we have to run the ball.
Guys, everybody agrees now. I do too.
Establish the run. Yeah. And we have to score on every possession, I think. I don't think our defense is going to stop Tyler at all.
Jarrell, please, don't say this, man. What a
Yeah,
chance
it's
of
gonna be a
scoring on
shootout.
every possession. You're calling for a shootout. Whoever has the ball last wins? Oh, no.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Go that way. We got Elijah Mitchell back, though. I don't think we're as bad as people say we are. I think we should be 4-0, to be honest.
We need him. Speed kills in Kyle Shanahan's run game. So, just
I think
keep
we
him
should
don't
be
get hurt.
4-0 if our offense got it together.
Well, we'd be 4-0. Yeah, even with Trey in that second half, we need for Trent Cannon not to fall down and do that. We also need Russell Wilson doesn't need to be running in touchdowns because we did something wrong on that play to get them down that field.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
in 36 seconds, I understand it's Aaron Rodgers, but for the love of God, Devontae Adams is their most serious weapon. Everybody just get on him. So, we're supposed to be 4-0.
Yeah, we just beat ourselves all the time. It's not the other teams beating us.
And we can't do that this time because we will lose.
Yeah, definitely not against the Cardinals. But yeah. Simba Webster, the reason he got cut was because, of fumbles too.
Somebody said he does that.
Fumbles.
He did that to us in preseason one time, I think.
Yeah,
It must have
he
been
did.
pretty bad. If you get cut for fumbling, that means you really were pissing people off. That means you did it over and over and over. Man. Well, I guess we're
I
gonna
think the first play of the game should be a deep shot from Trey Lance. So
yeah, but
just
you
to
know
have like even if he doesn't complete it,
Yeah,
just to have
who's
like,
running down?
the Cardinals on the
Okay. But who's running downfield? I don't know about just an empty, just warning play. Shots fired is is okay, but their experienced team, their DC's experience, he's going to tell those guys to come back down. They wasn't serious. They wasn't serious, guys. Crowd that line. Crowd it. You got to have a receiver on the other end of that. But I'm worried if you get a receiver running a deep route, will he have time? Trey can run around, but I don't know how good he is under that kind of pressure to run around, extend the play. Okay, let it go, Trey. I don't know if he's got that kind of moxie just yet.
You think Trent Sherfield got that speed?
Yeah, him and Sherfield got a thing going on anyway. But you got to time it right. Yeah. You got to get the run game going, and then when they set up there, they ain't gonna do but run RPOs like Shanahan likes to do with Trey. And all of a sudden, now hit them with it. It may work, but they're gonna be leery of it because they saw it in preseason. So it's got to be timed right.
True.
Yeah.
Jaguars threw outside the numbers a lot too. I think it worked a lot.
You just got to be ready. Man, I don't know.
For the final score, I think I got 27-31. Cardinals. I think we're going to lose this game.
Joel said it so calmly. I got 27-31 Cardinals.
Our secondary that really worries me. Yes, Hopkins, AJ Green is pretty good.
God. They got more than him, too. They got a couple other guys.
Rondale Moore, the rookie.
And that other guy they just drafted a couple of years ago, Drake, what's his name? I mean, and all of them are doing well. Murray's spreading that ball around like crazy. So he could strike at any moment, at any time. They don't have a receiver yet that's under 100 yards. Most of them are around near 200 yards. How do you get them all near 200 yards? That means your offense is just clicking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
We're going to stop them. We can do it. Jarrell, I'm telling you right now, they've not seen a defense like the 49ers. We got this.
That is true. That is true.
Well, the Rams have a good defense. You know what I really got a kick out of? Because you see Aaron Donald over in the official's face constantly crying. I said, Donald, I love it. I've never seen you crying this hard. Because they kept flagging him, and because he was in there late, slamming, taking tiny little Kyler Murray, and just throwing him into the dirt. Oh, that's it, Aaron. That's a flag. What are you doing? But I'm playing football. What is it, ref? What is it? If you don't want me to touch it, put a skirt on him. Oh, that was. Wait, let me talk to you for a minute. Oh, I'm laughing because I know the things he's saying. But you got to be careful. They're going to protect him. He's tiny. He's probably, you could break some bones. They're going to flag us. Can't be too rough with him. God. I just want.
But yeah, Ronbo, that's all I had to say, to be honest.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, Jarrell, I just want to see at least Javon Kinlaw grab him, fall on him one time. Even if we get a flag, Tyler's done for the day. He'll get up asking, where am I?
Traumatized.
Can anybody tell me who I am? Why am I dressed like this? Catavia Street, blast him. Joel, that's the plan. Blast his little butt. And then he'll be out of his mind. He can't play. That's mean. Jarrell, I got you, fam. 31-27 Cardinals for Jarrell. Maybe we'll see what happens. Jarrell, I'll see you Sunday. And not give you good luck on your score. Jarrell. As Kyler Murray wanders to the left side of the field where the 49ers are, We're not sure if he's okay. Here come the Cardinal fans to grab Kyler. Apparently he's dazed. That last hit has taken him out of his game. Oh, hey, Tony Nagatani, my brother from another mother says, say it with me, Ronbo. Brandon Ayuk. It could be his day, Tony. Thanks for that contribution. Brandon's probably tired. Man, people talk about me like I don't know what I'm doing, man. The thing is, I'm doing my job. I wish Coach would get off me. I wish the fans would get off me. You know what? I'm going to make them all get off me. This Sunday, the Brandon Ayuk Show. See, Brandon, you gotta get mad, bruh. Tell your quarterback, Trey, look for him. OKC.
Yo, what's shaking, Ronbo? You done giving it to Kyler Murray, or are we still on about our Kyler Murray daydreams?
Kyler Murray's taking off his helmet.
I'd sure like to see Bosa. Yeah, I'd sure like to see Bosa get it tomorrow, man. But you know, man, I think Kyler Murray, man, and these Cardinals, they're gonna be tough to stop, man. I'm trying to ration my over-the-counter meds tonight, but I agree with Big Show, and I'm angry because I agree with Big Show.
And you never do that, do you?
So I'm going through.
Yeah.
No, I'm just going through my over-the-counter meds tonight, like I can't believe, Ronbo, because I'm worried, man. But I'm happy that they got a kicker now. They got a real kicker. This guy Joey, he was on the Panthers last year, and he missed a 65-yarder by inches.
So he got lots of legs.
So, yeah, man.
He doesn't look like a kicker, though.
38.
That dude's in great shape. I mean, that's a big man.
He looks like a Panthers kicker. But yeah, man, they got a real kicker and they got a real quarterback starting this week. So,
so
if they get a real performance out of oh gosh, what's his name?
Which
my
one?
over-the-counter meds, Ronbo.
Yeah, no, you gotta cut that dosage back. It's too potent. Are you talking quarterback? Who are you talking about?
If they get Elijah Mitchell going,
running
they
back.
get Trey going.
Yeah.
That's their only hope, man. They got to get a big game from Elijah and a big game from Debo.
Well, you don't have to worry about
they
Debo.
They got to stay healthy.
Yeah. If Ayuk can join the party and Trey can find everybody and spray that ball around like Kyler is, now you got the offense fully clicking. And his buddy Sherfield.
But I'm worried that it's going to be like I feel like tomorrow is kind of a real big, or, Sunday's a real big day for Kyle in the eyes of the 49er faithful, because if this is really anything less than spectacular, there's going to be a lot of people that are even more frustrated with him, and people are calling for his job and stuff, and Kyle's not going anywhere. But, there's going to be a lot of people that aren't happy with him if it's really anything less than spectacular, and they got a real hard opponent at home. The Cardinals just beat the Rams by 17 points last week. It was, it wasn't like they. It wasn't like
close?
It was a close game.
Oh, they beat them.
No, they beat them 37-20. So Cardinals might be playing the Ravens in the Super Bowl or playing the Bills in the Super Bowl.
Wait.
And,
wait. You said the Ravens are who?
I think it's going to be the Ravens and the Bills in the AFC.
Oh, Bills. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. We're going to find out.
But, I just want to see Trey, I just want to see Trey have a good game. I hope there's no, I hope there's no short passes like Jimmy's been kind of throwing to get people injured and stuff. And I know he's going to look good and he's going to be flashy. And there's also going to be some plays that are like, okay, what are you doing there, kid? But
well, he's going to have his rookie moments. But as long as the train keeps moving, that's just.
You know what Trent Williams said in his interview? He said something like, it's hard to not feel good about our team or whatever, like on paper. They look great on paper, man. They really do. And they just got to show up. And Kyle's just got to not overthink things. And, man, I just want to see Kyle run like the same play back to back, and I want to see him do like 8 passes on one drive or 8 runs on one drive, or just stick to something that works. And I really want to see D'Amico start crowding that line.
Yeah.
The defense needs to start doing a lot more pressure. They need to stop getting lost in the middle there. Is Drake Greenlaw playing? Did I hear that Drake Greenlaw got injured?
No, not yet. Drake Greenlaw's not back yet. No.
So he did get injured. What happened?
Long time ago. Really, remember that interception against the Don Burr's team, the Lions, the beginning of the season? Yeah, he hurt himself on that play. He ran it on into the end zone and he tore his groin up.
Oh, wow. No way. Holy cow. Well, Ronbo, there's just so many players out there getting hurt and stuff. I can't keep up with this. And, I'm just
every week.
Oh, man.
At least we got guys coming back this year. The year before, last year and the year before, guys would leave and wouldn't be back. Well, not 2019. We stayed strong. But last year, guys left and never came back. 2018, same thing. We've had one good year.
Well, at least we got a real kicker this time, Ronbo. I'm tired of punting from 38, man. I'll never forget that, Ronbo.
Yeah.
At least we got a real shot at the Super Bowl now.
And he missed. All right, Casey. Casey, you got a score by any chance? Or are you just going to go WL like people are doing?
Ronbo, I don't, man. They got A.J. Green now, man.
Casey, don't hurt yourself. Don't beat yourself up like that. Just I'm gonna put you. W or L? Which one?
All right, Ronbo. I'm gonna say 35-24 Arizona. I'm sorry, guys. You know what I'm saying.
All right, Casey.
What would Niner Mike say? Whatever Niner Mike said, I'm gonna go with that.
Go ahead. No, you should just say, what would Jesus say? I'm gonna tell you what, Casey. Let me see you Sunday, and just have a great night. Get those medications all in order. You're gonna need them. All right.
All right, Ronbo. Take it easy, bud.
You too. Night. The Big Show's up here, and he says, tell caller, there's nothing wrong with agreeing with me. Most callers on this show do. Even the humble host does, especially in the past chat. Justin, I actually do. Show has a lot of wisdom. When you listen carefully.
It's not college football, man. Nah, man. He needs to separate college football. I understand he watches college football, but this ain't no college football.
Well, that's what Show
this ain't
said.
No college football.
Show agrees. He says this ain't college football, and the things you've seen there shouldn't be. But Justin, go ahead, sit here.
Let's stop bringing up his college football tape.
Why, he was pointing that out as an example.
No, I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to accept that. He needs to understand this is not college football, man. I understand you watch a lot of college football, but this is the NFL.
He does.
And I have faith in my team that we will beat the Arizona Cardinals. I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, we're going to lose. We have no chance." Nah, man. I
can't do that either. You and me agree on that. I just hate to. I can't do it. I can't fix my mouth to say. No, I can't do it. Can't put that word out there. No. Just again, paint a picture for us, man. Nope. We're up against these ready team. They're rolling. They got momentum going. They're confident. They're nasty.
Yeah, and no one jealous. But anyways, so basically, yeah. Man, what was your question? I'm sorry.
Just to put it this way, okay?
Oh my God.
They've lost. The Cardinals have beaten us once since Jimmy Garoppolo arrived on the team. They've beaten us one time, and they barely won that game. But the thing is, now that team wants to beat us up badly. They lost last year to C.J. Beathard as well. So the Cardinals are probably thinking in the back of their mind, we're going to beat that team once since Kyler got here. So, it ain't like we up against somebody we can just whoop. So they're going to come in ready hunting for bear. So, I'm what do you expect?
Here's the thing. Like I said earlier, this team is beatable. It's not where we go in to every week and we're like, oh, damn it.
we're playing these teams. We're playing this team. Oh man, we can't be playing this team. We can't be doing this. We're playing them. At the end of the day, it's either win or lose.
Yeah.
And I do have confidence in this team, especially with Trey Lance on the center.
Should.
Even though I was with Jimmy for a little bit, and I did say whoever's under center, and I'm sticking with that. Trey's under center. I'm going to support him in every way I can.
Damn right.
And I refuse to take anything from anybody saying, "Oh, I'm going to bring up his college ball. Oh, I'm going to bring up this. You can't do this. You can't do that." How do you know? He hasn't played one down yet. He hasn't played one down yet. Until he plays a down and a game, then you can judge him and say, "Oh, he needs to work on this.
Justin,
he needs to work on that."
Until
he plays it down in NFL.
He's played a lot of downs already. Last week he played second half, and.
But I'm saying actually starter.
Oh, from beginning to end.
To end.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I mean. Beginning to end, because then you could grade him. You could grade him how you can, how good was he in the first half, how good was he in the second half.
Yeah.
So,
right.
His one throw was a little off. He threw him at the legs, and Trey's going to get better. So
I think the ball slipped out of his hands. Let's just say that. There's no way he did that on
high
purpose.
On him. I'm not high on him. But I'm not going to be like, oh, well, he doesn't have a shot. He's just a rookie. He doesn't know what he's doing. No. I'm going to give him a shot, and he's got his opportunity against Arizona. Arizona's defense is good, but Chandler Jones had one good game against Tennessee and has not really done anything since then. So that's what I'm saying. And it is a tough team.
He beat the Rams Chandler Jones. Oh, that's right. Hey, Chandler had 5 sacks and hasn't done – I don't think he's had a sack since.
Nope. No, he hasn't. So – I'm not really saying, and also I am concerned about Brunskill. You mean in that position, because he has not looked good in that position.
And J.J. Watt's going to line up.
Alex Mack has got him.
He's going to line up right over Brunskill. Because he moved.
You got Alex Mack as well, who's not doing so really well. So, and also I'm just going to give him a shot, and I'm going to say win a win, and my 49ers, I believe in my 49ers, just like I believe in my Giants right now, the San Francisco Giants. They won today, so I'm in a good mood. Nobody's going to ruin my day today.
There you go.
So I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I can't wait to see how Trey does, and I'm behind this rookie 100%.
All right. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. Just I'm gonna put W next to your name, and we're going to see you Sunday. And celebrate this win. We need this win. Oh, we need this win so bad. All right, Justin.
Yeah.
Looking forward to talking to you.
Y'all have a great night. Y'all have a good night. Be safe and be faithful. Be faithful.
Absolutely. Well, fam, with that wraps up the program for the night. Guys, thanks for the contributions. Always appreciated. And the likes, and I love you. See you Sunday as we get ready for this. And think nothing but W's. Don't be thinking about, oh man, we haven't got a chance. And don't do like me. Oh my God, there's just the Cardinals are they're huge. Oh my God, don't do that. Don't do it. You give them kind of that energy they don't need. We're gonna put in this game. Be in your face at your place. Sunday, minutes for the game. Niners! Got this.